Man, I miss Stallion P. He was such a beautiful man.
Hang on, I need a tripod.
Back to Licked up, 40 deep, all saved, all serious. Licked up, 40 deep, hey, holla at us if you curious. Licked up, 40 deep, we all saved, all serious. Licked up, 40 deep, come holla at us if you curious. Licked up, 40 deep, all saved, all serious. Licked up, 40 deep, all saved, community, licked up, 40 deep, all saved, all serious. Licked up, 40 deep, all saved, all serious.
Like Craig, clicked up 40 D's all day. Backpacks, stay strapped with Johnny Mac and dressed to play for me this morning. The label is read all day.
Hello, pretzels, and Happy New Year. It's the first tripod of the year 2023. It's our annual Tripod Awards episode. We're here again with the boys. We got Julius Caesar, we got Stixie Drip Drip. But first, we will have the very first ever and now it's time for Stixie Drip Drip's Drip Pack of the Week.
We on the night, hear us screaming louder. Can you see the
Well, gentlemen, we are at the time we are a little over a week. Actually, no, we're under a week from Hard to Kill. So this week we had I have actually Jonathan. If everybody remembers, Jonathan Grisham, Ring of Honor champion, man, looked like he was going to be in AEW's Ring of Honor. Lost to Claudio. There was some backstage stuff going on. Now it seems like he's not there. I believe he's signed to Impact. I don't know how long, but he had a match this week. Mangry, let me ask you, Mangry, did you catch Impact this week?
Yes, I did. And I can't wait for you to gloss over one of the things that happened.
What a start looked like as a submission, but turned it into the pinning formation. The way he was able to trap an arm, get another arm, was going for the leg, ended up like grinding on the side ribs of this guy to get the leg, and then turn that into a pinning formation. Was unbelievable. Jonathan Gresham, one of the most technically sound and submission-based wrestler, but also one of the guys that doesn't get much praise. I thought that was huge. And then to close out the episode, Bully Ray surprises everybody. They had sent him and Josh home till Hard to Kill. Bully Ray shows up, hijacks the show. Him and the executive, Scott D'Amore, go back and forth. He ends up attacking Scott D'Amore, ends up putting him through a table and telling everybody, you thought I would change. Don't you know this is who I am? This is who Bully Ray is. And this is going to be your soon-to-be Impact World Heavyweight Champion. So I thought those were my two drip packs of the week. Mangria, I would like to hear what you thought was a sticking point for Impact this week.
I believe in Moose's dancing. Boom.
That
was very entertaining.
The footage, the video package, and then Moose afterwards like hit my music, and you're thinking, oh, okay, they're gonna hit his actual. Nope, they roll it back.
I believe in Moose's dancing.
And did you listen? He was calling him Joe Henry instead of Joe Hendry. Moose was calling Joe Henry. Like every time he would go to it, Joe Henry. So I don't know if he was doing it on purpose or if it was one of those things that he was just like, I don't remember this fucking guy's name, and I'm not going to give him the time of day. But yes, that was a very, very amusing thing that Joe Hendry did to Moose this week.
Cesar, did you see any clips or hear anything about that, Joe Henry?
No, but I got YouTube TV, so I can watch it back.
Well, Sticks, I did want to ask you this. Is it just because Bully Ray is a name? Is that why there's a sliver of a possibility that Josh will drop the title to Bully, or do you think this is just a
I,
step?
I think I think a lot of it is he's done what he's done to Josh. Like he attacked his wife. He's basically like kind of he's made Josh not Josh. Like was it 2-3 weeks ago? He got so much under Josh's skin. They made this Full Metal Mayhem. So I mean, this is like a pretty much anything goes match. Josh has been he's been kind of off his game this little way, and Bully's just been him. Like everybody thought he was going to change. Bully basically hasn't. Like he's turned on his friends. He's exposed everybody. Hell, he even manipulated Scott D'Amore. And as I just said, he basically showed Scott D'Amore, I haven't changed. So you're stupid enough to bring me back, and now I could be your three-time Impact Heavyweight Championship, which also they said this week Josh had become the longest reigning Impact champion. So, and he wasn't even there to celebrate it. But I mean, I don't expect him to beat Josh because I think right now Impact sees him as like the flag bearer. I would be very, very surprised if Josh loses it before we get to either Slammiversary or Bound for Glory. But I mean, they're building it that he's got an outside shot. I mean, it's pretty much all this match is in Bully's favor. So I'd be very surprised. But I mean, Josh has been the Iron Man. So I fully expect Josh to go over at Hard to Kill, but he very well might not. So
did it seem to you like the final segment of that night was completely improvised between Scott and Bully? And then they're like, listen, at the end of this night, you're going to put me through that table. But before then, we're just going to have fun. We're going to go out there. I'm going to slap the mic out of your hand. I'm going to slap you. You slap me. Let's just go out there, have fun. No script. We're going to wing it. And Bully's like, yeah, okay. And then they go out there. Because if you really watch it, it doesn't seem like any of that, what they said had been planned. Because Scott was smiling. If you watch it back, Scott was kind of like almost on the verge of popping. He was like that, like I don't know. What did you think?
Yeah, it was very kind of awkward. Like Bully Ray, like they kind of cut each other off a lot. Like Scott wanted to say more, Bully was like, nah, I wanted to say more. But yeah, I mean, you had a feeling Bully Ray was gonna do something, but you didn't know if he was gonna put him through the table. You know, Bully Ray had been the last 2-3 weeks. He was doing the zip ties, the zip ties. So you didn't know if he was going to zip tie him and then maybe beat him up. But it wasn't very fluid. But I mean, I guess it still got its point across. So, but I mean, that's Impact Wrestling. So,
very interesting episode. I do recommend at least those 2 segments, Cesar, to go back and check out. But I'm gonna tell Father Fitty to set this one out because we're gonna jump right into NXT this week, and then we have predictions as well. We kick off NXT. We kick off the new year with some ninja on ninja action. We had Mello with Trick versus Apollo. Book calls Mello extraordinary. Excellent match to kick off the show tonight. I thought this should have main evented, but who am I to question the cross-eyed kid? Trick shenanigans, of course, rocking the Trickin' Ain't Easy belly shirt. Mello targets Apollo's leg. All kinds of great moves in this. Mello with the suplex set up into cutter. Apollo nails a blockbuster, but it's 2023, and he still don't miss. Mello, nothing but net for the win. And immediately after that, Axiom leaps on the Trick and Mello afterwards. We'll just get right into that. Axiom versus Trick set up right after. Trick doing pretty good against Axiom using his trigonometry. Book and Vic, extra entertaining on commentary for this one. Damn, he got knocked out. Axiom wins. Trick and Mello jump him. Afro Strange for the save. Cesar, we got 2 incredible matches to kick off NXT this week. We had Mello versus Apollo and Axiom versus Trick. what did you think of the New Year's NXT?
Yeah, of course. Of course, the New Year's NXT got 4 POCs starting off the show. So we got some nigga on nigga, because the cross-eyed kid, he loves it when the slaves is out first. Fresh out the field, Mandingo fighting like Django up in here, and then he wanna go get him a Latin lover versus a nigga next. You damn right, he wanna get old wet back. Oh, Spick against a damn nigga in the next match. And he got these POCs fighting. He had a good 45 minutes of POCs and niggas just fighting. The only white person out there was goddamn Vic. Yeah, because the damn ring announcer's black. Booker T's black ass was out there. There was 3 niggas fighting the goddamn Spick, and I even think the goddamn referees were colored. There was no white representation on this show for the first 45 minutes. Nah, it's just all niggas and a POC Spick out here fighting. Nigga fighting for 2 chicken wings and a biscuit. The other cracker fighting for a 3 taco special with extra hot sauce on that bit. What the hell y'all put on it, man? Some chipotle sauce, nigga. They out there fighting for their lives out there. Pure hatred for each other because the white devil, known as the cross-eyed fuck, got all these niggas hating each other. They should be banding together, bringing down the cracker establishment known as the NXT. I mean, we seen it when they was picking for the Iron Survivor. They want a nigga in there picking. Name a nigga in there picking.
Hold on a second there,
It's not your time. It's my
Hang on
time.
a
This
second,
is like Shannon
Cesar.
Sharp and Skip
You
Bayless.
see?
You ain't gonna interrupt me.
You
You ain't gonna
see?
interrupt me. You ain't gonna interrupt me. You wait till I'm goddamn
I
done cross-eyed.
wanted
I
to
ain't done
start
yet. I
off
said I ain't done.
the new
I ain't done.
year
I ain't done talking.
with
Let me
the
finish my
best-
thought.
Hold on
Let
a
me
second.
finish my
Hold on a
thought.
second.
You get a
I
whole
wanted
show.
to start
You
off
get a whole
the
show
new
talk.
year with the top talent in NXT. So
Yeah,
I wanted to show the world what our talent can do. Our cream of the crop started off the show because of the best, Cesar. I can't see color. I can't even see you. Who am I talking to? You see, I don't see color. I only see talent. And Mello never misses. And Trick, he the man. Followed up by Axiom, who's British, by the way. He's not a spick. And he's not Hispanic. And hold on a second. And
Hey,
Apollo.
can you see
Apollo
Google, nigga? Because if you
extremely-
look him up, it said he's a Spanish superstar. You dumb fuck. He just grew up in England. That
Listen.
nigga is Spanish. I checked his
Listen.
ancestry.com. I paid $38.85.
Wanted to start off NXT correctly, so I had these 4 gentlemen out there, and the Booker T, he's a Hall of Famer, so you can't call that into play. And then you have the ref. The ref he's one of our top refs of all times. They don't matter the color of his skin either, Cesar. So you know what? I think you should really think about what you say next time, because they're all talented, and none of their races matter this match. So suck it, bitch.
Yeah. Check that Google, nigga. Because last time I checked, Spain is over there near London to be British, nigga. And that nigga's Spanish. He's 100% Spanish. He ain't even a little bit British. It was 2 tan niggas fucking. You can't get that tan with white people, okay? Unless y'all in a booth paying $58.95 to sit there for an hour. That nigga got a permanent tan. It ain't dark like the field, like Apollo, because that nigga's 2 shades of midnight. But it's there. He got a permanent tan, nigga. I seen it. Anyway, yeah, it was great matches, because that's what niggas do. They show their ass out. You damn right. Even Trick was looking good. That's hard to do. Well, he was wrestling Axiom. He probably carried most of the weight anyway. But goddamn that boy. That Spanish motherfucker be flying around that shit, boy. You know, you need to give him a little cave, call his ass Mighty Mouse, because that cracker be flying all around that goddamn ring, doing whatever you do. And we all know Mello don't miss. And Apollo Crews out here. He ain't seeing visions no more, writing in his little ass diary book. But nigga said he can't see talent yet. He got Yawn Maker as the goddamn champ for like longer than Roman Reigns, but he can't see talent. Okay, nigga, you can't see boredom either, can you, nigga? Yeah, bet you can't, motherfucker. Yeah, bet you can't. Anyway, these 2 matches was great. They was top of the line. I was thoroughly enjoyed and wrestling entertained. I liked how they did this shit. I see him saying, all right, match over. Come get your ass in this ring, Trick. Came out there fucking cracking shit up like only he could do. And then beating them hoes all up in the ring. Great matches. Everybody looked good. We know Apollo really doesn't need wins because he's a main eventer coming down. You still give Mello a great win over somebody like Apollo, proving that he needs to be there. Trick can take the L's. That's what Trick does. And then Axiom, you're building him back up. He had a great showing in the Iron Survivor. Now he's getting a dub again. He's back on track. All good all around. Nothing but good shit.
Yeah, Sticks. I was telling Cesar earlier in the week that they wanted these two matches out of the way, lickety split. They're like, no, let's keep going. What did you think of these first two matches? Of course, the two best matches of the whole night.
Well, they had to get 3 out of the 4 participants back into the fields, lickety split, to get the shirts ready for the WWE shop sales that they've been
The hard R's were missing. I didn't see them. I didn't see no hard R.
I mean, you had to get your 5 hardest workers back, and when you take 3 of them off, I mean, the production's going to dip a little bit, so they had to hurry up, get 3 back with the hard R's to get them cotton sales back up.
They had your boy. They got old thick neck Odyssey now, man. That guy's so big, he's like 2 niggas out there. So technically, they still had 4.
He might not be fully 100%. I mean, with that knee injury, he might be able to turn out some stuff.
They got him a little stool. They got him a stool with a wheel. He can still pick and lift shit.
I gotta imagine they got him hooked up to the wagon, and then they bring him back from the fields. Yeah. You got Uncle Cotton cracking that whip.
Yeah.
We gotta get this back to the gym, out of the field. We gotta go.
Yeah, instead of them feeling like little small ass wheelbarrows that they take back to the cotton gin. No, they got Odyssey, the Black Bull. He's sitting there pulling the whole damn carriage, man. They could fill up like 3 times as much with that big nigga out there.
Yeah, so they got to do that for him to get his rehab going before they put him officially back in the fields to pick and haul on that wagon. Mm-hmm. But anyway, it was a hell of an opener. I mean, we saw what Axiom did with Mello. Now we had Mello with Apollo. I like it how they bring some main rosters down to see how they can do with NXT talent. Mello showed he can wrestle with main roster guys. I mean, I know he'd been on doing some dark matches on main event, literally some dark matches. So but I mean, it's good to see it, because when you do get that call up, it shows that you don't have anything to worry about. Mello can hit the ground running. And he's going to do that whenever they do it, preferably after he beats Braun Breaker to be NXT champion. But I digress. And then Trick versus Axiom. Trick looked good, man. Like you had said, he's improved. Like now you can say, when they call Mello up, you can call Trick up, and these guys can hold their weight on the main roster, where you stick them either on Raw or SmackDown, and had to be able to have a guy like Trick to not only be the mouthpiece but be the muscle outside of the ring. You could have them be legit tag team contenders right off the bat. I mean, that helps out a lot. Hopefully we get to see a little bit more of Trick It Ain't Easy, and hopefully he continues to shine and get better, because you can have those guys show up on Raw and them hit the ground running. It'll be a huge, huge advantage for both those guys. And Trips can have a field day with these guys on the main roster. So I thought it was a hell of an opener for NXT as usual. 2 straight bangers right off the ball, and NXT was starting off good on Tuesday.
And sorry, folks, we've been drinking. Up next, New Day telling PD to get Big Boss Man's nightstick and Rock's eyebrow. Jism upset approaches. They mad. Gacy versus Kofi set up. Stacks handcuffed to chair in Dijak's sex dungeon. The Thin Boss Man is the face of fear in NXT. He was recording this on a cassette tape. What the fuck is going on? Gulak teaching Chase U some moves. Andre approaches and is like, what the fuck? Gulak just wanted to see if the students were as soft as Dempsey said. Feathers are ruffled. Hank steps in. No disrespect. Dijak versus Stacks. Vic and Book do a good job of giving props to Stacks. Meanwhile, Dijak is tossing this fool around. Even hits that spinning big boot. Feast your eyes. Dijak wins. Tony D gets him out of the ring. Tony challenges Dijak at New Year's Evil. Sticks. We got New Day and Jism button heads. We had the segment with Dijak and Stacks. And then we had Well, just comment on that and we'll take it from there.
New Day, Pretty Deadly, really funny backstage. I mean, Pretty Deadly are starting to be able to not only perform in the ring, but give you some really good stuff backstage. New Day, we know what we get New Day to perform in the ring. They can give you funny stuff. So this is a really good interaction. Dijak and Stacks. I mean, it looks like we got NXT 48 hours on there, you know, trying to question them. Post the tape in there, doing that. Chase U and Gulak. It looks like we're building towards Gulak and Charlie Dempsey either facing each other or probably coming together as either tag team or just as two guys looking to fuck people up. And then Dijak and Stacks in the ring. Stacks showed a lot of heart. It was really pretty good match for a guy that they had touted had rib injuries. Dijak looked strong. Initially, it was a setup to get Tony D and Dijak for New Year's Evil, which shouldn't be too bad. I mean, I think it'll be pretty good. But all in all, not too bad. We got our backstage segments, some comedy, and then got more of a showcase for Dijak. So not too bad for NXT.
Not bad filler here, Caesar. New Day with PD and Jism, and Stacks handcuffed to a chair in Dijak's sex dungeon.
Yeah. Of course. I mean, what do you do after you have two great matches with a bunch of niggas? You show another set of niggas. That's what you do. You come back from commercial and you have some more niggas on your television because you don't want to seem like you're a racist. So now you got the nigga count is at 5, 6 if you count Book, 7 if you count that referee because that nigga tan too. 8 if you count the ring announcer. Yeah, you just put them out there. You just put them out there on parade to get the black vote ready for you because we all knew Vince was coming back and he was about to fire a whole bunch of, like I said in the chat, seasoned colored folk before Black History Month.
You brought the ones that performed in the ring, so now you needed to bring the funny ones backstage.
Yeah, bring the funny ones back.
Get you to slap your knee. Like, that's some funny stuff. That's some funny stuff.
You also have to train your crowd to get to know that it's about to be Black History Month. So you're about to have a bunch of niggas winning titles, probably on the main show. Ricochet about to get that Intercontinental title any week now. He about to beat Gunther for that shit for the month of February. We already got the biggest Hawaiian nigga of all, still holding gold. You know, the tribal chief of knowledge of you bitches. Holding gold. And you got to get the streets ready. But still, pretty funny segment. Then old Jism comes up there, you know what I'm saying? And they like 4 roots, 1 tree, bend the knee, stick it in my tree. I don't really care what the hell they want to be all about each other. Still ain't seen The Rock's daughter wrestle, so I don't even know what the book is on that hoe. But yeah, obviously this is going to lead to New Day versus I don't know what these crackers is called now when it's just a tag team and not Schism. I don't know, Dyad or some shit. Yeah, they're gonna fight them crackers later. Cool, whatever. Yeah, he said up Joe Gacy. They still got faith in Joe Gacy. Sure, okay, he's still crazy. Yeah, he can go in the ring, sure. Keep his thing. After that shit, yeah. I'm glad you said it was a cassette tape, because I guarantee you Bretsky didn't know what that shit was. That nigga never seen one of them shits in his life. All right, Crackers, oh, wait, he just turned 21. Yeah, I'm pretty sure cassette tapes were dead when that nigga was not even thought of. Well, when his brothers and sisters were getting skeeting off in his dad's socks before they decided to throw one in his mama to make his ass born. That nigga don't know what a cassette tape and a cassette tape player is. I mean, what you talking about? I mean, this cracker the other day in Best Buy asked me what are these kind of phones that have the cords on, like a home phone. I said, nigga, if you don't get out my face, I'm gonna kick you in your goddamn teeth. Talk about where the Xbox is at. Shut your dumb ass up. All right, you can play Xbox. You don't know what a fucking home phone is. You don't get out my fucking face. Go cut some lawns, you little bitch. He out here being weird, wearing sunglasses at night like a whole ass fuck boy. Got a kidnapping crackers. Just kidnap this nigga for 6 days. I mean, I understand Tony can't put out a missing persons. How you gonna kidnap a nigga? This is why wrestling's great. How you gonna kidnap a nigga for 6 days, lock him in your dungeon, whoop his monkey ass, then release him and then whoop his ass and get paid for it in the ring. Like, what kind of shit is that? Who does that? Nigga was gone since last week. Put him in a car. Nigga don't come out here and whoop his monkey ass after you done beat him up and probably didn't even feed him. He had to piss himself and shit himself. He was afraid you're gonna punch him in his ribs. You know he probably shit himself one of them times you punched him in his ribs and they hurt. He just accidentally shit himself. He probably thought it was a fart. And now he gotta sit in it. Now he got to sit in his shit for like 72 hours and probably couldn't even wash his stinking ass when he got to the arena. And then he just left the key. The nigga had both hands. What'd he do it? He pull out his tongue and Mr. Fantastic stretch that shit around his body to open the lock? Huh? Make it make sense. At least like free one hand for that nigga. Or just have one hand cup to like a radiator or something so he can't get away, something heavy. But you got both hands and he left the key. I don't know how this nigga got out. I really wonder what kind of Chris Angel mind freak shit did he do to get out of them handcuffs? Because the key was in front of him. If the key over here, but my hands like this, and I'm stuck to the chair, how the fuck I'm gonna get that shit over there? I need to see Chris Angel. I ain't see no mirrors in there. This nigga like try to look over a mirror, huh? Did Dijak come back and just say, "Hey nigga, just meet me in the ring. Shh, the cameras is off." What the fuck going on? Anyway, I digress. Got his ass whooped in the ring. And then Tony D, he mad. He mad. Well, why weren't you mad when he kidnapped that nigga, Tony? Huh? Why didn't you go looking for him? Huh? With the crowbar, with your bitch ass. And then you sitting there looking, this cracker got broke ribs, a bloody eye like some Creed 2, like he gonna win this fight. Nigga, you ain't about to win this fight. It'll be 5 minutes and you getting your monkey ass whipped. And that's what happened. Got his monkey ass whipped. Yeah, Booker T and them was living it up to, man, he went toe to Shinsuke. Yeah, and he was 100%, still got his ass whooped. This nigga got broken ribs and a fucking Creed eye, and he can't see, and you gonna have him fight this 7'2" thick cracker. Yeah, that nigga's that nigga's eye was already closed. Nigga, you done slammed it shut now. I mean, the shit was shut. Shit, eyes wide shut, go to sleep, nigga. Night, night. Keep your butt on tight. Motherfucker was down for the count. And then Tony D gonna get mad because he's gonna do it again. I'd let the nigga do it again. Nigga ain't putting his hands on me. Nigga sleep. When you already knocked out, you can't feel no pain. Hit his ass again. That nigga won't feeling shit. He was asleep. Let his ass go. Now they gonna fight. Next case.
Other than that, Cesar has no thoughts on it. Up next, Kinsey interviews Orko. Big Body Javi interrupts.
Who?
Big Body Javi releases Christmas album. Orko gonna have a match with them. Gigi and JC out to the ring. They want to take out Roxy. Indy interrupts. Wants to take out Toxic A. Cora interrupts through the crowd. Shits on Indy. Nikita does the same, but shits on Cora. Zoe haunts the crowd as well, running its mouth. Sleepy Chew hates on Cora. Thea Hale comes out screaming. Alba and Isla come out fighting. Cesar, cluster fucking man.
Gotta catch 'em all.
Gotta smell like sniz. Roxy out on balcony. There's going to be a 20-woman battle royal. Winner faces Roxy at Vengeance Day for NXT's Women's Championship. Isla and Alba fight by garage, then into warehouse. They fight onto the 2.0 logo that Braun broke. They drawing this out. Isla fell onto some chairs. Alba tosses her in wheelbarrow and takes her to the ring. The match starts. Book and Vic desperately try to hype this on commentary. I could not get into this match at all. Alba swantons on Isla while Isla was on table. It didn't break. Alba gory bombs her through it, and then pins and wins. And time has officially been killed. Yeah, this was a massive time killer. Where did I start?
Clusterfuckymon.
The clusterfuckymon, Cesar. Were you paying attention to this, and what are your thoughts? And then go into the Alba and Isla match.
Yeah, so them, not calling no hoes, no bitches. Them bitches come out and they talking trash. How they still gonna be on top? Still, the disrespect. Still using Mandy's music. Still disrespect, but that's great.
Toxic.
Yeah, and then the old. Man, I thought I was back in Seattle at the fish market, boy. Them hoes came out one after another, cluttering that damn ring. You know what I'm saying? Everybody throwing hands. Bitches came out. I was trying to see who was bitches coming out the back. I didn't even know it was actually bitches back there. I forgot Last Legend had a contract. Then there was some Puerto Rock bitch, fake J-Lo looking asshole. Then there was some other white bitch coming out there. Then the surfer bitch was out there. Everybody and their mama was out there. I had to check to see if my mama had an energy contract. I thought that bitch might have been out there getting it. I don't even know. Everybody was out there getting the match. I mean, shit, I thought I saw man John Field out there in the ring trying to throw a bitch over the top rope. I don't even know, man. Shit was live. Yeah, old girl yelling girl fight. Them bitches just had at it, bro. Where did this nigga go? Now he go. Yeah, so then these bitches was out here, and all of a sudden Roxanne gonna show up in the eye of the sky. She gonna show up in the eye of the sky.
Background's gone. Oh well.
We talking about your shit.
I had a. Let me see. No.
Oh, you lost it, you stupid bitch.
Mangina has left the building, ladies and gentlemen.
You lost it. You deleted it, you stupid bitch. Yeah, then old Roxy came back, come back there talking about it's a battle royal next week. And everybody gonna stop looking at her dumb ass, then go back to fighting. What would you stop fighting for? I wouldn't have stopped fighting. I'd have been hitting bitches in the kneecap. Soon as their eyes would turn on Roxy, because I'd be like, y'all bitches ain't gonna survive next week. So yeah, all around good shit. And then it goes into these two pale ass white bitches. I thought it was Halloween. Thought I saw two ghosts out there fighting and shit. Goddamn pale ass sons of bitches fighting, doing all fuckery. They on Bronze old logo. They in the back. They got the Hard R's wheelchair because Odyssey was pulling the cage. And then they fucking throwing the bitch in that shit. Then, yeah, man, you skipped over the best part when she slammed that bitch hand in that fucking toolbox.
I care less.
Damn. I was like, you know what, y'all taking this shit a little too far. A little too goddamn far. I hope that shit was padded like hell, because that shit looked like it hurt for real. Then yeah, bitch couldn't break the table, jumping through it. But the table break when she put it through the gourd bomb. Hopefully this shit is over. Both of them can move on and we can get on to some other different business.
My thoughts exactly. Sticks. We had a cluster snoozy mon, and then we had Alba and Isla. What did you think?
Yeah, like Cesar said, you started off with some big name women, and all of a sudden you got a bunch of stage hands. You had to check, make sure all our significant others, our mothers, or even cousins or sisters weren't out there with NXT contracts. And they weren't trying
I think I saw one of the Godfather's hoes.
Yeah, I thought there was a couple. A couple of Val Venus's dancers were out there too. I mean, had everybody out there. Then Isla and Nangria's favorite female wrestler from the trailer parks had the match. I really don't know if we're done with this yet, because I mean the way Isla was talking was something like she was gonna ignite something or like pass some dark stuff on to Alba Fire. I mean, just even the way she kind of set up on that table before she did the swanton that didn't break the table. I think they're going to drag this out probably to release another couple of weeks, which, I mean, after this extreme New Year's Extremes match, I mean, I thought he would have had this on the New Year's Evil card, but I mean, I guess he got enough matches on that for the 2-hour time that you got. But it just seemed like there wasn't any interest in it, because you went from basically like the clusterfuck to this, and then it took them a while to get some traction with it, and they just never got all the starting blocks with it. But I mean, both these women can go. I mean, they've wrestled against each other pretty good on UK, and this match didn't really gain much. But I mean, I guess if under different circumstances, if you could do it a little bit differently, you could maybe get a little bit more crowd fare to it. But just the way they kind of sandwiched it in there after the clusterfuck, it didn't do it any favors.
Unless this ends in an inferno match with bitches, I don't give a fuck. Up next, Grayson and Kinsey backstage. Kinsey not sure why Grayson is so confident. That's why I have a show and you don't, he barks at Kinsey. Ew, says Kinsey. Curry Connection lists their fame from India. Nobody cares. Creeds talk their talk in this vignette. Then we get Orko versus Big Body Javi.
Oh!
Javi attacks during entrance. Orko wins with his bum rush spinning heel kick to a cornered Big Body Javi.
I don't know this guy.
BJ with Fallon in NXT Kitchen. They hyped. Kiana approaches to congratulate Fallon. Asked Jensen to text her later. A new mystery person, NXT Anonymous, saying everyone has secrets. At least it's not scripts. Sticks, what did you think of Grayson and Kenzie with their token backstage segments? The Curry Connection Creed vignette, Orko versus Big Body Javi, and then BJ with but just a lot of shit. What'd you think?
We've talked about this, especially with Mackenzie. They need to allow her to do more interaction with the superstars, like with her and Grayson. This was good. I mean, her with everybody's favorite wrestler that we try to forget or we don't know who it is, Big Body Comedy. Back and forth with that. I mean, this was good. I mean, Grayson's a good heel on the mic and backstage, so that showed really good. Creed's in the Curry, the Ku Klux Curry can. I mean, it was nice. It was interesting to hear the background. Like I didn't know the one actually was a professional baseball player. Like, I didn't know that. So I guess I did learn something out of that. But I mean, we both know these guys are doomed to be just stuck in NXT and jobbers until they gotta put over a really big tag team in a pay-per-view. But it was a nice little behind the scenes thing on them, and Creeds are going to be ready for it. They're close to 100% as they can be. And then the match that everybody didn't know who was and who was against who. I mean, this was like Cesar says it famously. Who you can say that for both these guys. You know, Oro was there for a hot second. He was in a big match. I think it was like a ladder match for the North American Championship, and then he was gone. So you stopped all momentum that you could ever do with building him. And then and was kind of this next dude that had a Christmas album that he's trying to peddle in the beginning of January. But I mean, it was an okay time filler. I mean, it probably would have main event been a Dynamite. So we got on the middle of NXT, and Briggs, Jensen, Fallon. You know, Fallon's got her bar back. One dude's gonna probably end up maybe coming close to losing his virginity. So we'll see. You'll see that on probably on backstage Bang Bros Bang Bus after main event or on Dark. You got that, and then got a new person that's just creeping backstage, checking out at this time the tag team champions. So I mean, like you said, at least it's not script. So be interesting to see who it is. So all in all, kind of starting to get into the bad part of the filling of NXT, but I mean, at least it's not the shit sandwich of AEW. So,
hey, they need to bring back GTV. Cesar, your thoughts on Grayson? And by the way, Grayson and Kinsey, they need to host the Grayson Waller effect together, kind of like a talking smack thing. Have them, because we need to see more of these two interacting. But I digress. Cesar, what'd you think of that segment? The Curry Connection, Creed's vignette, Orko versus Big Body Javi, unless you skipped it, which I don't blame you, and etc.
Yeah. Grayson and Kenzie, good TV. Kenzie reacting with the heels is always good TV. It's always good TV. I ain't mad at that. And Grayson know what he doing on the mic. Ain't nobody mad. Then all of a sudden you got these curry eating motherfuckers, and they talking about some fuck shit. I don't know what they said. I fast forwarded through that. What were they talking about? Was it just a backstage segment? There was just like a vignette or something?
It was a vignette. They're listing their accolades and nobody cares about them. And the Creeds are like, we're going to murder you guys. And then that was basically it.
Okay, sure. All right, and then what was next? Yeah.
Cesar's
in the ring.
Cesar's 632, Orko versus.
Yeah. So once again, now you got a tea drinking nigga on your TV screen fighting this other Indian nigga out here. Damn, y'all running out of white people in the NXT, huh? Oh, cross-eyed, huh? You really warming up these fans for nigga month, ain't you, baby? You really warming it up for Black History Month. Black History Month about to be on fire, baby. Yeah. Yeah, you putting every nigga out there. Where was the hard odds? You couldn't put them out there. Shit, these 5-minute matches you having. I think this is the 5th match of the night. Shit, these 5-minute bullshit you having. Hard R's could have beat up old Jism or something. Shit. Yeah, let's get all the niggas out here.
The hard R's were with Mandy on her website. They're getting ready to drop that new video.
Giving that bitch 15 feet of dick, getting a piece of that million.
Well, if you would ever watch Level Up, Cesar, you know that Idris and Malik. No.
yeah, I bet. Anyway, yeah, it's a little 5-man jank. This was kind of like a little Sticks 316. They all got their shit in for 5 minutes and they got their check and they got the fuck on. And then
they're continuing the storyline, even though Fallon won. She keeps her bar, BJ, Kenzie. Kiana.
Yeah. Then here we go. My nigga, see, I know what he's doing. He a real player. See, he think he's doing the long game. He's flirting with Kiana, talking to her, got that bitch number. He gonna fuck that Spanish bitch. He gonna get that assistant. This nigga playing chess and y'all playing checkers. Yeah, you talk up Kiana. Yeah, business girl. She buying them shirts and shit. This bitch got bread. Yeah, get you a little sugar mama. You know what I'm saying? A little sugar mama. She buying you shirts. You give a little information here and there. You sweet talk in the ear. She start to trust you and shit. Then you fuck her assistant right on the desk. Ow, right from the back. You get that little Spanish bitch. You like, yeah, taco, yeah, donde está la biblioteca, bitch? Yeah. Yeah, you hit that shit from the back. I see you, player. I see you, player. He got that dog in him. He got that dog in him.
Jesus Christ.
Dog. He got that dog. City boys. That shit gonna be good. It's gonna be good. That's my man.
Moving on, Andre Chase with Chase U versus Drew Gulak with Hank. They trade holds, shake hands. Dempsey injured, watching backstage, throws arm sling off. Andre locks in the figure 4 after Chase U kicks, reaches for handshake and gets smacked for it. Gulak locks in the Gulak for the win, refuses to let go at first. He hyped, pushing Hank. Kenzie with Wesley backstage. Kenzie gonna be in front row watching Tony D versus Dijak next week. Wes is gonna be in front row watching Tony D.
No, I was waiting for you to catch that.
Been drinking, folks. Next week, and winner gets a shot at the North American Championship. Cesar, we got Andre versus Drew, and then Kenzie, Wes. What'd you think?
Oh yeah, Andre Chase versus Drew. No, another good, quick little 5 minutes. Sticks 13. You know what I'm saying? Pushing it on.
Sticks 13.
You know what I mean?
Hey, we all been drinking, folks. You got to get.
Yeah, we all been drinking. And then what you do? What you do there, boy? What you do? You got the nigga count in the double digits up to 10. Yeah, you put the North American champ West. Yeah. Put a little nigga count right here, man. Put it right there. Put it right there in the whole show. They put the nigga count right there. Yeah, up to 10. Yeah, got more niggas on the TV. Getting the crowd ready for Black History Month. Woo, girl. There ain't been this many niggas together since the last time I was in the county jail, baby. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? These niggas was in there and all deep. Every nigga in the building was in that shit. Good googly boogly. Yeah, girl. Yeah, Wes, he said he gonna give him a little popcorn. He gonna watch the match next week. Out there chilling. And what was Booker doing? Being a whole goddamn coon, as usual. Talking about, there's only room for you and me, Vic. Ain't no more room out here. This goddamn coon. This damn coon-ass Book, man. This Uncle Tom, oh, God. I swear, Booker T, there's a white man under there. I think, really, the cross-eyed fuck is wearing a Booker T mask like Mission Impossible with dreads and sitting at that desk. And he's telling us how he really feels. He telling us how he really feels. He cooning out there with all them niggas. It's really probably Vince McMahon out there. But, because he back. He back. I've seen him. He back. But, yeah, I digress. That's my conspiracy theories. I get my tinfoil hat on. I'll talk to y'all about that another time. But
This is
hey,
Booker McMahon here. I mean Booker T.
I mean Booker T. Booker T.
Sticks. We had Andre versus Drew, and then Kenzie with Wes.
Yeah, this match was a nice little time filler, but also extends a little bit of a storyline that they got going on with Charlie and Gulak. I mean, obviously, they both kind of seem like they're a little bit of the same person, but Gulak's been around a little bit longer in WWE, so maybe they'll team up and Gulak can help show them a little bit of the ropes. And Kinsey and Wesley, they have a really good chemistry backstage. They're legit friends, so that helps that out. Wesley essentially announcing that Tony D and Dijak is a number one contenders match, so maybe he'll pull up and watch it if Booker T clears some room for him. Otherwise, we know Vic will. So I mean, he'll either sit next to HBKT or he'll be sitting next to Sick Vic. So, but all in all, not too bad.
Up next, Jism to the ring as Gacy prepares to face Kofi. Woods on commentary. Awkwardness because Book hates New Day. All teeth Ava shenanigans. Book tells Woods, "You shouldn't be here right now. You should be on SmackDown." Woods claims he's there to put the NXT roster to the test. Doodad shenanigans gets Woods off of commentary. Kofi wins after Trouble in Paradise. Gulak and Hank backstage. Dempsey approaches. He gonna fight Hank no matter what next week. PD in locker room. New Day approach. PD will run a tag team gauntlet to get a tag title shot at New Year's Evil. And the main event segment was the Grayson Waller effect with Jan. Grayson points out why would he wear a fur coat in Florida when he tricked Braun into the spear. Braun points out all of Grayson's viral moments. Grayson said Braun stole his dad's gimmick. Braun attacks Grayson. He flies over the top rope. This is not a main event segment. Sticks, what did you think about, well, at least Booker T and Woods trading back and forth on commentary was entertaining. And then we had Gulak and Hank with Dempsey. PD is going to run the tag team gauntlet, and then the Grayson Waller effect.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad. I mean, if you're going to have Joe Gacy be the leader of this faction, you got to at least have him wrestle every once in a while and have him at least show he can wrestle decently. And him going against Kofi, that's not that bad. I mean, Kofi can carry him a little bit. Joe looked decent. I mean, the back and forth on the commentary, Vic asking Woods if with Big E being a part of it, does that make him an NXT champion or tag team champion?
Right.
And, yeah. So Book not acknowledging them, basically saying that they're just coming down to stop whatever momentum that the NXT roster could have. I mean, I see what Book's saying, but I also think it's like what we had talked about earlier. You want to see how some of your tag teams could go with main roster people, and why not bring down one of the best tag teams that WWE has ever had that really isn't having much go on in the main roster right now. So it's not that bad. And these tag teams are showing that they can hang with them. So the back and forth with Woods and Booker T are good. I mean, hopefully maybe next week or sometime we'll get a role reversal. We'll get Kofi on the headset and have them go back and forth. But anyway, match was good. I mean, Gacy looked good. They got you got the shenanigans outside the ring, which is what you're going to get. Then the Braun Grayson segment, like you said, you should have probably flip-flopped it. Like, you should have had your first two matches. You could have either had those in the show, or you could have at least had Mello and Apollo in the match, and then you could start off the Grayson Waller effect. But I mean, with that having your heavyweight champion, typically you're going to have it probably in the show. But with just Braun Breaker being your heavyweight champion and trying to do stuff on the mic, just isn't all that great to have. So, I mean, the thing I took out of it was, hey, Braun could can jump over a rope and do a move. So I mean, it's not a spear. It's not like the 3 moves of death. So he can at least do something. But I mean, there's just with as long as Braun is your champion, he's gonna hinder a lot. And Grayson can only carry us so much, so much and so far. And this just showed it. So it wasn't an ideal way to end it NXT this week, but with him being your heavyweight champion, you're gonna have him be somewhat close to the end of the show. So it's typical for the course.
Cesar. Well, let's talk about what really the shining segment out of what I just said was fucking Woods and Booker T trading hits on commentary. If you want to comment on Grayson Waller effect, you can, but Sticks is 1,000% correct. The first 2 matches should have ended the night. Because if you ask me, after Axiom and Trick, the show should have just ended. This was a very underwhelming go-home show. I didn't like this episode of NXT after the first 2 matches. But that's me. Cesar, your thoughts?
Yeah, man. I mean, yeah, Kofi and Gacy was, it was a good match. Yeah, I mean, in theory, that was the main event match. And it wasn't better than Apollo and Mello. So yeah, the last 2 matches probably should have ended. You could have had Braun and Grayson Waller do anything. But yeah, Woods telling Book, you want to call Stevie Ray? You want to call Stevie Ray? We get in the ring right now. I ain't wrestling no more. It's behind me. I'm a Hall of Fame. I'm a Hall of Fame shit. But yeah, like just Booker T being a whole ass coon and old Xavier. Him and Xavier going back and forth was probably, it was the best shit about the match. Match was good too, but then them 2 being entertaining during the match also just made it better and hyped it up. And then Kofi hitting Trouble in Paradise, Gacy taking pin. We all saw that coming. And yeah, you should turn the bitch ass shit off right then and there because that other shit was trash, and I don't give a fuck about that.
How about this for a match at WrestleMania 39? We have Kofi and Woods versus Harlem Heat at WrestleMania.
Damn right.
Or Stand and Deliver. Stand and Deliver.
Stand and Deliver. Yeah, that shit would be good. That shit would be good.
Do some good shit. But yeah, very rare miss for NXT this week for me. But we're going to now have our New Year's Evil predictions. Of course, Wikipedia this shit. We have Pretty Deadly in a tag team gauntlet. There are 3 other teams involved. Can Pretty Deadly run the gauntlet, or do you think one of the other teams will win this? This is kind of hard to predict, Cesar. How do you think I should do this?
I don't know, man. I guess it's gotta. Do you think they can win?
It's
gotta be a yes or a no. It's gotta be a yes or a no.
Like if you're either choosing Pretty Deadly or you're choosing the Field, basically.
Yeah, it's either Pretty Deadly or the Field. Well, you have to know that In the Trash and the Creed Hose are out.
Yeah, they're not gonna be it. So it'll be
by process of elimination.
Hard R.
Get the hard R.
You got Briggs and Jensen. Hard R's. You got Schism.
Yeah, Schism.
Who else?
That's it, right? That's it.
Well, here's something. You don't think that they wouldn't pull a Swerve and have the New Day be one of those teams, do you? Just to get them on TV?
Ooh, but New Day could be ringside with Cooner T, and that might be way more entertaining than having them because they have to win to get the title shot. So you have to give them a chance to win. You can't have them pin the champions to have a match with the champions.
Or you double dip. You have them come out. You're kind of wondering, well, how come they're in the ring gear? But they're just like, oh, we're just here to do commentary. And then they're like the last team that Pretty Deadly faces. And they have to beat them to end up facing them for the tag team championships. Where you still get the commentary back and forth.
The only way that works is if they do kind of like what the Usos did to get Kofi Mania. Like they have a great match. They're dog tired. And then the New Day just kind of lays down or walks out of the ring to give them the win to fight at Stand and Deliver or whatever the fuck the next other pay per view is.
Vengeance Day.
Vengeance Day. I don't see that happening. I think they're gonna beat like Hard R's, and we're missing probably 2 more men's tag teams that we're just not thinking of.
They might even put 2 random people together, like fucking Ika Manjiro and fucking
yeah, and fucking
yeah.
who knows, Nathan Frazier or some shit.
Yeah. Well, Sticks. Okay. That was a good idea, guys. We'll do.
Oh no, it might be like Andre Chase and Duke, Hard R's,
Yeah,
and then like somebody else.
we're gonna do PD versus the Field. That's how we'll do it. We'll say if PD runs the gauntlet or the gauntlet runs over PD. Sticks, you're first, my man. How's it gonna go?
I gotta go Pretty Deadly. I think we're gonna end up getting that at Vengeance Day.
I like Cesar's idea that New Day just lays down and be like, you know what? You've earned it. You defeated 2 teams. We'll go at it. Cesar, Pretty Deadly or the Field?
I'm gonna also take PD.
All right.
Take the Field, Mangria, just for shits and giggles.
That's exactly what I'm gonna do, sir. There's gonna be I guarantee there's gonna be a surprise. It's not my caveat, but I think there's gonna be a surprise in this.
What if it's Trick and Mellow and they actually pull off the win, and then we get nigga on nigga team.
It's Harlem
tag
Heat. No.
championship
On Vengeance Day in February.
in February. 4 niggas do battle for the tag.
Harlem Heat versus the New Day at Vengeance Day. No.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah,
Well, this one's gonna be pretty fun because there's 20 women, so we could all pick somebody different. Just name a fucking woman who is not in doesn't have a title or whatever. Who is gonna end up facing old Roxy for that NXT Women's Championship? Jeez, because I know Indy's in this. I always try to pick Indy because I want her to get her due. I want Indy to get her fucking due.
Go ahead, pick her. Go ahead, pick her. You know
Jesus.
you want to. You know you want to.
Wait a minute. If you guys have a pick, go for it. I'm gonna double check Wikipedia real quick. Okay.
I'm gonna go.
Oh, here it is.
I'm
Here
gonna
it
go for
is.
easy money.
Hold on.
I'm gonna
Hold
go
on.
for
Hold
easy
on.
money.
Hold on.
I already know who I'm picking.
Gigi, JC, Ivy, Tatum, Jakara Jackson, Danny Palmer,
The backstage
Valentin-
bitch.
Valentina, Cora, Zoe, Kiana, Electra, Lash, Amari Miller, Sol Ruka, Sleepy Chew, Indy, Fallon, Nikita, Lyra, and Thea. Those are the 20
Wait,
women.
count that. Is that 20?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's 20. That's
Okay.
all 20.
Maybe because remember that one bitch is like got her vignette is the New Year's. I figured she might come out as number 20.
Oh, Butter Putty.
Butter Putty. Yeah,
Tiffany
I figured 20 because it's a New Year's Evil and her thing is all about being New Year's. I figured maybe Butter Putty might come out as 20. But all right, you counted it. It's 20.
She could kick someone in the face and like take their
She
place.
could still debut and help somebody cheat. Yeah.
I'll go first. Cora Jade.
Yeah, nah, see, that was my pick, and you kept cutting me off. You kept cutting me off, and that was my pick. So you out here cheating.
All right, Cesar.
I gotta pick somebody new now. Go Sticks.
You can pick Cora.
No, I'm not picking.
all right,
We should all pick somebody different.
Okay.
You know what? I'm going with man. I'm gonna do the Mangria. I'm taking Indy Hartwell.
Oh, okay.
We'll see who's got. We'll see if I can bring some good luck to that. I'm gonna take Indy Hartwell.
Jesus, Indy Hartwell. So you know what? You know what? I'm picking long money on this.
My second pick.
Huh?
Oh, okay. What?
No, I'm picking a pick that should nowhere near be in this match. I'm picking Kiana James.
Oh,
They
my
got faith
God.
in that bitch. I don't know why they got faith in that bitch, but they got faith in that bitch.
My second pick would have been Nikita.
I think her and Zoe are gonna throw each other out.
I think Sleepy Chew is going to toss Cora out, but I'm going to pick Cora anyway.
I think Kiana is gonna fake like she's working with Fallon to throw bitches out, and then throw Fallon out and keep that going. Really,
Or her assistant could help her.
Oh yeah, she could cheat. Yeah, she does have the cheaty assistant. That could be good. Could be good.
Up next, it's Big Country Hank versus Charlie Dempsey. Caesar, who is coming out of this time-killing match.
Fuck, man. I mean, it's got to be. It's fitting to flip a coin or some shit. Hold on. We all know who should win. I don't know why Hank should get the dub unless Gulak cheats. But you know, I'm picking broke arm Dempsey. Fuck it.
Of course.
I'm picking Toothless Timmy 2.0.
Of course Charlie's winning. I'm picking Charlie. There's no way Charlie's losing this shit. Sticks?
Yeah, clean sweep. I got Charlie too.
There's no fucking way. Because he's gonna beat up Hank so bad that Gulak's gonna go in the ring to try and save him, and then Charlie and Gulak are gonna start fighting, setting up a match for Vengeance Day. But I digress. We have, oh man, I hope this doesn't turn out as bad as I think it is. The Curry World Order versus the Creeds. Fuck, I hope not, but no, I'm not gonna choose against the Creeds. The Creeds got this. Even though I know they want to build more tag teams, and the Curry World Order listed their accolades of shit no one cares about. Yeah, like you guys said, they're sentenced to NXT forever. Unless Vinnie Mac's like, what? Veer's in NXT? I don't think so. That was my project. Veer, you're getting called back up. But the Creeds, for me, Sticks, Creeds, or Curry World Order.
Well, unless WWE sells to the Curry World Order overseas, I got to go with the Creeds too.
These are.
I'm gonna just pick ignorance, and I'll pick the Curry World Order.
Hey, you never know. They, like I said, they want to build more tag teams and shit. So
yeah.
Up next, Tony D versus the Thin Boss Man, Dijak. Caesar, who's coming out on top in this bullshit?
I'm going Dijak. He just got back. He needs a big one.
Yeah. Sticks?
Yeah, I gotta go with Dijak. They're gonna build him up. They gotta rebuild him, and since they repackaged him.
You know what, guys? I can smell the fuck shit in the air.
Oh yeah.
Because Tony D's got stacks. This looks like a feud that's gonna continue past New Year's Evil because it's gonna involve Wes. Wes is gonna get injected into this. It'll be a triple threat match at Vengeance Day. So, man, talk about some fuck shit. Tony D gets a crowbar, shoves it up Dijak's ass, and wins. I'll say Tony D on this one, even though I don't like him. And now, how many times have we been in this situation, guys? How many times? I've lost count. NXT champion Jan Maker versus Grayson Hoala. Who wants to go first?
You go on first. You ain't gone first this whole damn show.
Sticks, I tried to curse him. I tried. You saw, I tried to curse Jan. I tried. I like Grayson Waller. I like him. He is a great heel. He is the direction NXT needs to go in. So, I'm sorry, Grayson. I gotta pick you, buddy. This has gotta end. This has got to end. Please let this end. Grayson, for the love of Christ, please beat Jan Maker. All right. Sticks, Grayson or Jan?
I gotta go with Jan because I think Mello's the one. I think Mello's the one that dethrones him. So I gotta go with him.
Understandable. And here we go. You know, I'm just gonna write it down. All right. Caesar picked Jan.
You know it, but I'm picking Jan for opposite of you because we keep picking against Jan and he keeps winning. Grayson would be great And if somehow we could get Grayson Mello at Stand and Deliver, that would be a great main event. That's what we need. That's what we need to work towards. And them both feuding with Apollo Crews can put it there, or maybe even get a triple threat to put it there. And only the way you can do that is have Grayson win. I don't think they're going to pull the trigger. I want them to. If Grayson wins, I'll be happy. I'll be happy. I don't care what happens with this. Grayson wins, I will be so happy. But no, it's going to be Jan. I'm picking Jan and hoping that Jan loses. I got to put the Jan energy out there so that Jan loses. I've never picked Jan in one of these things. Never, ever. Even when he did lose the Dolph, I picked still Dolph. I have to pick Jan so he loses.
Well, Cesar, the world wants to know, what is your New Year's Evil caveat?
Oh, yeah, you already said it. Drew's going to cheat for Hank in the middle of that match. I don't think Hank will still win, but Gulag will do something to interfere in that match.
Okay.
Maybe throw Hank's foot on the ropes, or during a pin or something, or trip up Dempsey or something like that.
So Gulak interferes on Hank's behalf.
On Hank's behalf, yes, sir.
Hold on a second, Sticks. Gulak interferes on Hank's.
Yeah. Old Gabagulag. Old Gabagulag gonna get in there.
Sticksy Drip Drip. Your caveat, sir.
Mine involves Drew Gulak, but it's not going to be that he's going to help Hank. I think this is where Drew turns on Hank. I think he sees Charlie, and I think he sees a little bit of himself. Plus, we're starting to kind of see Drew get a little bit more of that angry part, like he's keeping the submissions in a little bit longer. You even saw it during the training session. He, instead of being nice, he basically told him that, hey, Charlie is right. All these chase you guys, you're soft. So I think I don't want to say that he interferes to help Charlie win, but I think he turns on Hank, like after the match, when you would have him go to console Hank. I think he ends up putting boots to Hank, and then Charlie joins in, and then we get the formation. Maybe that becomes a tag team. Maybe we get a new tag team with Charlie and Drew. I don't know, but I think he turns on Hank. I don't think he interferes to help Charlie win. I think he just turns on him after the match, and insult to injury.
Okay, so your official caveat is that Gulak turns on Hank after the match.
After the match.
Okay.
Yeah. Although I probably should say he does it during the match, but I'm just going to say after.
All righty. Great.
You gonna take that tone? You gonna take that stacks low hanging fruit there, Mangria?
Yeah, go ahead, you little bitch.
How the fuck did you know I was thinking that?
Yeah, because you always go for the low hanging fruit.
My first thought, I looked at the entire card. Trick and Mello are not on this card. That was my first thought. I'm gonna, you know what? Fuck it. I don't care. Sticks is gonna have us watch something cool anyway. My caveat is that a part of the field that Pretty Deadly has to face is gonna be Trick and Mello. Trick and Mello are in tag gauntlet.
Yeah, so we can get that nigga on nigga maybe.
Until we get that barbershop segment of New Year's Evil.
That's the tag title match. It's gonna be Trick and Mello versus the New Day.
You know what
sticks on a pole match.
You know what sticks? You know what I just thought of when you said like Gulak turning on Hank? I just thought, what if Gulak doubts Hank, gets in the ring and hits him? So technically Hank gets the dub over Dempsey. And he's like, hey, doesn't matter. You got the win. You got the confidence. That's what really matters. And Hank's like, "Whoa, what the fuck? You turning on me?" And then Gulag and Hank beat the shit out of Dipsy afterwards. I was like, that would be some bullshit. Like Hank's first turn. Like Gulag hits Hank, so technically he gets disqualified. Hank wins the match over Dempsey, so they can hang it over Dempsey, and then they just both beat up Dempsey. That would be more entertaining. I don't see that happening, but that would be more entertaining.
I'm so shocked you guys, both your caveats are in that match, by the way. That's very weird.
Yeah, it's the only thing obvious.
All righty, gentlemen, we're going to take a small break so I can take a leak, and we'll be right back with some AT-Dub. It's Wednesday night, and you know what that means. Time to polish a turd with a new set. But I do admit it does look better. Kind of like a Tron shout out. The JAS out. It's time for absolute Rekka Stocks versus the Ocho, Jericho, Tranny Manson haunting the ring. Why is the crowd chanting for her? Ricky Strut, old school, across the top rope. Jericho with the back rake, then suplexes Ricky off apron on the floor. Great back and forth between these two. Crowd is all kinds of hyped. It made this match better, actually. We got some 2.0 shenanigans. Clobbers Ricky with Floyd while he was in the walls. Ricky does escape and overcomes. Spear for the win, and then the JAS attack. Crispy Andretti for the save. Anna and Tay distract and low blow. JAS continue attack. Hagar mocks Ricky's pose. Then power bombs Ricky off the apron through the table very carefully, I might add. I appreciate that, Hagar, not trying to kill the man because, you know, HE-dub. But Caesar, to kick off. I mean, what better way to kick off Dynamite than absolute Rekka Stocks? What'd you think?
This makes the average shit Dynamite, as we've seen from time to time, be much better. There's probably one of the only things dumbass Tony Skeets has been getting right. You open the show with the best player in the Himalayas, and that is absolute
Rekka.
Because I mean, if you're gonna have resolutions, then the revolution should be the first one out of your show, and it should be televised.
I see what you did there. I see what you did there.
You know,
Blokey. You know, Blokey.
You know what I'm saying, blokes. And of course, you gotta follow what your band did last week. You gotta open the show with a nigga. Yeah, you got it right, Tony Skeets. You open the show with a nigga who can go in the ring, because you open the show with a couple of niggas. It ain't your show no more. It ain't your show. You get some fake Jordans on if you want to come talk to me on this show. Okay, you skeet on them shits. God damn it. So yeah, you come out with Ricky Starks and Jericho. This is a great match. We all know Jericho. We all know if a person is halfway decent in the ring, old man Jericho can make him look good. And he just so happened to be wrestling. Well, I'm gonna say, if we gotta speak about this bullshit, one of the newest pillars, if not the newest pillar, the best pillar in this new bullshit, one not hero heel entrance no more in the new era of AT-Dub. It's goddamn Ricky Starks.
Don't forget the other arm. Don't forget the other arm.
You gotta straighten that shit out, girl. You gotta straighten that shit out. Then he hitting that shit on the ropes. Got Jericho on. He's like, yeah. And then comes down and crowns his ass like the Kang and Ready to Rumble. You know what I'm saying? Then Ricky doing what he do in the ring. That real Louisiana thug shit. You know, whooping ass like Ricky can do. Jericho out here cheating like a little bitch he is. And he got 2-point hoes out there, and they running ruck shot, but that ain't gonna stop Ricky. And Ricky come through with the spur. He come through with the spur. You know what I'm saying? That's from deep south, the spur. And then he gets the 1, the 2, the 3, and gets the dub. And just like drunk ass Jameis, he eating them shits. I'm eating them dubs. And then I don't know who the jabroni cracker is coming out to save him. The cracker got a burn eye from the wizard. I still don't know this nigga's name.
Action Andretti.
Like I said, I still don't know this nigga's name. And then he coming out here. He coming out here. This cracker who got a dub on Jericho. So he coming out here to save a man's life. You damn right you save Ricky Starks. You goddamn right you save Ricky Starks. You some bitch. I don't know what you're worth for in this shit company unless you saving Ricky Starks. Then yeah, we all know the shit happened after that. But don't matter. Ricky Starks got the dub. Good shit. Great start to the show.
The only way to start old
Pretty much. You should start with Ricky Starks matches or end with Ricky Starks. Ricky Starks should be bookending your show.
Sticks. It's Wednesday night, and you know what that means, my friend.
As on that shit.
What'd you think?
Well, gentlemen, how do you follow up debuting a new set and new era of Dynamite? You bring out the hottest wrestler you have in your shit brand. You bring out the absolute one. The one who has the greatest pose in wrestling since Randy Orton's top rope pose.
Oh, yeah.
And the man who jams out to his fucking own entrance music. You damn right. You start the show off with him, and you start him off with the Ocho. Because, I mean, how else are you going to do it? You bring out Jericho and you bring out Absolute. And I tell you what, those boys started it off with a heater. This was a hell of a match. Ricky overcoming the odds, picking up that dub, gets jumped. They also bring out the jobber that Chris Jericho thinks is the next great thing in all pro wrestling. He makes a little bit of a save, then the numbers attack. And like you said, they carefully put Ricky through the table, which was kind of sketchy at first because when I was seeing Jake Hagar picking him up, I was cringing a little bit. I was thinking we were going to get an AEW botch, but yeah, because you think of all the history of Ricky, it's like, dear God, no, that table wasn't wrapped in bubble wrap, so we got to save this man at any cost. Well, thankfully, he was able to regain him, able to get him ready, and just like throwing a man on a pillow, you gently put him through that table, you sent your message out, and we were able to move on. But a hell of an opener for ATW.
Luckily,
I got a quick question. If you had to pick right now, gunfire, top 3 poses in wrestling. Top 3 poses at the top of the ramp or in the ring. I'll give you in the ring too, because Randy does both sides. So top 3 poses.
Ricky Starks.
Of course.
Randy Orton.
Yeah.
And the jabroni beating, trailblazing, highbrow raising, all around, knock it down, people's champ, The Rock.
What, smelling the electricity? Smelling it? All right. Sticks.
I got to go Ricky, Orton, and Stone Cold on the post in the corner. Given the two, not with the fist closed.
Yeah,
we go
give the 2 birds.
Era, birds of flying. Those are my 3.
I think I would go Ricky, Randy, and the 3-second poses from Edge and Christian in the middle of their damn ring. Them shits I will never forget. Gave you an opportunity. And for those with flash photography, we will now present to you our 3-second pose. Damn, them shits was good. All right, next case, Miss Angria.
Up next, Tony in ring brings out Hangman. He's gonna knock Mox's dick in the dirt. Mox comes out, tries to cut a promo. The crowd chants, "We can't hear you." He trades Mike, says fuck twice. Go Seahawks, cheap pop. Sick of Hangman playing the victim card from his concussion. Hangman pissed that Mox made a joke. They pacing back and forth. You can cut the sexual tension with a knife. Mox gonna make sure next time Hangman won't get back up. We get story time with the king of television. It's about a little dead boy. That's all I wrote. We'll stop there. Stick.
It was funny.
Yeah. Well, Samoa Joe, he's the king of television. Sticks, we got Hangman and Mox entertaining, and then story time with the king of television.
Wasn't too bad between Mox and Hangman outside the fuck shit mic that the crowd couldn't hear, but you could still hear on TV. The thing I appreciated was you could Mox selling that he was having to hold himself back because he knows that if he would have attacked Hangman, you weren't going to get the match next week, which I guess you can go ahead and pinpoint how long it would take for someone to get cleared from a hip injury like that. I mean, I guess we're still waiting.
Adam Cole's still not back.
Exactly. I was just gonna say. I mean, outside of this man doing work of the reunited the party. I mean, we don't
doing the Lord's work. The Lord's work.
You damn right, the Lord's work. But I mean, okay, I appreciate that because you just felt Mox was selling it. Outside that, I mean, it was an okay. And Samoa Joe, I thought it was kind of funny. He called him a little dead boy. I mean, I was making obviously the like low hanging fruit. Is he a little dead boy or Sting 2.0, however you want to say it? So they were nice TV filler for ATW.
Cesar, we got promos from Hangman and Mox, and we got King of Television talking shit about old Skeletor. What'd you think?
I'm kind of over Mox in these long promos. I think the funniest thing he did was say fuck twice on live TV. I heard it. Shit won't bleep. Somebody going to pay the FCC. Gonna be Tony Skeets. Yeah, gonna be Tony. And one thing I don't get is Hangman got through all his shit with Ski Von. And then as soon as Mox hops his dumb ass in the ring, now all of a sudden the mics don't work. He's saying fuck. Gotta get a cheap pop.
It's the continued feud. The biggest feud in AEW is Jon Moxley and a fucking mic. The mic took him out of his first title run. The mic ain't letting him talk. It's the mic and Mox. The most heated rivalry in AEW.
Shit better be at the next pay-per-view. Nigga better wrestle all them fucking mics. But yeah, I'm kind of over them talking about it. Like why would I believe these two can have a conversation when like the last 2 to 3 weeks it's taken 85 security guards to split them up 5 times when they fight each other? Like, all of a sudden y'all want to talk now? Huh? You're not tired? You're not angry this week? You're not angry? Huh? I mean, he was talking to Skivone. I understand that. He's not mad at Skivone. It's Skivone. He's the man. You're talking to Skivone. You're like, hey, what's up, player? Yeah, man, this punk ass nigga trying to take me out. I don't play that shit. I had to fuck him up. Then that cracker come to the ring. You lucky I can't fuck you up. What you mean, nigga? Ain't no but space and opportunity in these streets. Come get this work. Have another dark out, blackout, no old barns bullshit match. That's what you do with cracker shit like this. Ain't nobody cleared. Dark out match. Hey man, my back hurt. Dark out match. I don't know if I can fight you for a dark out match. Nigga, yeah, ain't nobody living.
Non-sanctioned.
Yeah, put that bullshit in the ring and let's go. Sick of these niggas talking about it. Y'all need to fight. Stab somebody. Yeah, get the microphone, Hangman. You'll get the dub. What was after that? Oh yeah, King Television. We all know this is what Samoa Joe do. Samoa Joe talk. He talk shit. He good at talking shit. I laughed. Call him a little dead boy. I laughed. Next king.
Such good shit, pal.
Such good shit.
It was a tag title match, fellas. It was Jeff JARRETT and old Jay Lethal versus Acclaimed every Wednesday.
No. You forgot. No. It's total non-stop Acclaimed.
That's right. Jarrett's and Jay's theme. Jarrett's and Jay's theme are mesh. That's not too bad. I can't hate on that.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Kind of cool. Sanjay and Worst Khali are with them, of course. Caster all over Jarrett with the rap. Total non-stop Acclaimed. Nobody scissored Bowens from the crowd. Punk ass kids. Jarrett and Bowens did a good job on Twitter building this match. Caster angle slams Jay, does the angle pose and follows with the ankle lock. Kurt Angle's the man. Kurt Angle is the
absolutely.
greatest wrestler of all time. I'll fight you. Don't you fucking
Well, you're
don't
saying
deny it.
overall, Mount
The
Rushmore, Kurt
greatest
Angle's going on first.
professional wrestler of all time.
Number one
Number one.
with a bullet.
Jay and Jarrett both suffer the
And a
scissor
glass of milk.
members. Jay slaps Daddy Ass. Daddy Ass loses temper and gets ejected. Fuck you, Jarrett chants. Of course, Zanka gets a hard on. Tons of shenanigans, ref distractions. Jarrett hits the stroke or the BBC.
He hit the BBC, god damn it, with his bitch ass.
Gets a pinfall because Sanjay knocks Bowen's leg off the rope. Tranny Manson tells ref what happened. Match continues, and Bowens with the most deadliest move in
all of sports entertainment.
Roll up victory for the retain, gentlemen. Tony interviews the doctor and Hater about.
Oh, spell it out, bitch. Spell it out.
Show some respect, for Christ's sakes.
DMD. About Soraya's tag partner. The doctor is wondering why it's taking so long to find a partner. Soraya is going up against a killer and a pillar. Hater and the doctor DMD. Who did I? Caesar?
Sure.
Six or Caesar? Caesar. Tag team match with Jarrett and Jay versus the. Well, hold on. Because everybody loves the Acclaimed. Okay, what'd you think?
Sure, yeah. All right, so we got Acclaimed versus Jeff Jarrett and old Cracker. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Shout out to the show.
Old Jay Lethal. And old Jay Lethal. And it was good. It was. I don't want to say it's a good match because I don't want to give Jeff Jarrett any credit. Because he's a hoe. He's a bitch ass hoe.
Yeah.
But see, he had to get his way somehow. And I know he told Tony to do this. And see, Tony's a racist. Tony don't like niggas. We already know Tony don't like niggas. Only nigga he like is Ricky Starks, and that's because he's light skinned. So, he's not full nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because full niggas on AEW get treated like trash, i.e. Private Party. So, you know what I'm saying? I know Jeff Jarrett told Tony, hey man, no, let's give him a shock. Let's have us win, even if it's for 10 seconds. Let's have these niggas get pinned on TV. Yeah, everybody loves the Acclaim. Everybody loves these niggas. But nah, I'm going to beat them because I'm Jeff Jarrett. Even if you reverse the decision, I'm going to beat them because I'm Jeff Jarrett. I hope you die, Crocker. Hope you die. You out here disrespecting one of the greatest moves in APW, the BBC. You out here with your little dick having ass thinking you can hit the BBC. You got to have the wind speed of cock when you slang it forward to help you slam a bitch into the damn mat. Your little 2-inch dick ain't helping you swing shit. You fuck boy. You old cracker. Get your punk ass out of here. That's why I hope you die. I hope one day somebody hits you with a match in the middle of the ring. I'm calling Rey Mysterio for AEW. I hope he 619 your ass and kills you like he killed that one cracker. I need the murderer god himself, Rey Mysterio, to come to AEW for one match. I feel like I've said this rant before. Anyway, I digress. I hope he comes to AEW for one match and kills your ass in the middle of the ring and gets his second teardrop eye tattoo for killing niggas in the ring. Because he's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. Killed a nigga in the ring legally and got away with it. Didn't even go to court scot-free and he filled out no paperwork. Nigga. He killed a nigga and just ran away. It didn't even run away. He went and had probably burrito supremes and shit later that night. He was like, oh, damn, he dead? Shit. He was like, shit. what happens when you fuck with me in the ring. On God, I'll make you see him. One trip shot, bitch. FedEx. Next day delivery to heaven, nigga. Rey Mysterio. I'm in these streets.
No, what you need to do, you need to have Hobbs come out and stab him, and then you got a new chapter in the book of Hobbs.
Yeah, I mean it would be, but Hobbs is a field nigga, so Tony Khan hates him. That's why he ain't on TV. He too dark. You know what I'm saying? But Hobbs come out, stab Jeff Jarrett. 10-star match right there. 10-star match in the Tokyo Dome, nigga.
Cesar would stop watching
match.
wrestling. Cesar would be done with wrestling.
I can finally stop watching
That
this
would be
bullshit. Yeah, get back to my. I seen a nigga stab a 76-year-old white man in the ring. Nigga said books of Hobbs.
And he would proceed to buy every T-shirt that Will Hobbs has on Pro Wrestling.
Every for the rest of my life. It'd be automatic withdrawal. It would just Hobbs dropped a T-shirt. I stabbed a cracker. Book of Hobbs 428. Buying that shit.
No more Cesar 316. No more Cesar
Hobbs.
632.
Hobbs 418.
Hobbs.
Yeah, Hobbs 428. I stabbed a cracker. Shit, girl. I wear that shit everywhere. I wear that shit to work. They're going to fire me because I ain't taking that shirt off. Look, I got to represent my OG, Hobbs. Stab the cracker.
Hey, Cesar. Hey, Cedric. I know it's Black History Month, but you can't wear that Hobbs shirt at work. I'm sorry. You gotta change into your uniform, sir.
I will stab you like this shirt says, white man. You better get the fuck out of my face.
Security, to the front, please.
Yeah. You better call somebody. Book of Hobbs, nigga. I got the knife in my back pocket, but still with blood on it, like the Jesus spear. Jeff Jarrett's blood still on it. I came and stole the knife. You will somehow see me on AEW Dynamite. I will transport there and steal the knife out the ring so Hobbs don't get caught, and he gets.
He wipes it off like in fucking Chappelle's show again. Remember Chappelle?
Just be like, and then jump back in the crowd. Scavone and Taz gonna be like, I think he stole the knife. Who is that?
Well, Cesar, we got Tony interviewing the doctor and Hater.
Oh yeah, always good shit. The doc. Tony almost forgetting at the end to spell the DMD. I mean, Jamie Hader looking fine as ever. She don't need to talk. I don't like her accent. Her accent's weird to me.
I don't like
I like other Australian accents. Like I don't mind Billy Kay and them. I don't like Jamie Hader. That's just me.
Oi.
Oh yeah. Her voice is too deep. Remind me of Wade, like Duke under the desk. Something. I don't know.
Sticks.
Good shit all around.
Jarrett and Jay versus the Acclaimed. And then Tony with the doctor and Hater.
I'm just gonna say this. Two best things out of this match was obviously the rap, and then Caster doing the Kurt Angle with the ankle lock and doing the pose. He put the shoulder straps down, cranked that baby in. Otherwise, it was an okay match. Like Cesar said, match it was already behind the 8 ball because it had Jeff Jarrett in it. So, but and then the backstage segment got a new T-shirt, the Killer and the Pillar. Got to peddle that merch. Doesn't look too bad. Might have to cop that sometime down the road. But anytime you get the Doctor DMD and Tony Scavone, and also having Jamie Hader on TV, not saying much like two boys have said, it's good television. So this was a good backstage segment, just talking more shit on Saraya and basically her not having any friends, but also the Doctor throwing that little elbow out there to maybe throw some more controversy, saying she's the boss of the women's division. So gotta enjoy that. That was a nice little barb. So all in all, not too bad.
About to get COVID all over again. Up next, Jungle Jack Perry backstage promo, talking shit about Big Bill and company. Gonna team with Hook next week to fuck them up. We got Bryan Danielson versus Tony Nese, no entrance to disrespect, with Smart Mark and additional hunky. Crowd explodes for Bryan. Tranny back in the ring, hogging attention. Tony tries his best to end this match early. Brian makes quick work of Tony, wins with Regal stretch. Brian on mic wants another match, calls out MJF. Cue the devil. You brain damage, Brian. It's fucking cold-blooded. Jeez. Calls Brian uncharismatic, says his mom couldn't find a human suitor, so she fucked a goat. Brian turns the tables, says MJF's mom fucked everyone. MJF says Disco Inferno, Bischoff, and Cornette put him over. Brian just wants to fight. MJF says he has to earn it. Brian has to win all his matches till February 8th, then he'll get his shot. Brian says no. MJF loses his mind, says it's his way or no way. Brian humors him, says when he earns title shot, their match at Revolution will be an Iron Man match. You scared, MaxiPad? He accepts. This was a long ass promo. Sticks, what did you think of Jungle Jack backstage promo? And then we got Brian versus Tony and the MJF promo afterwards.
Yeah, Jungle Jack backstage saying that him and Hook are gonna take on those guys that out in LA when they're gonna make it to the Forum. So not too bad. I mean, got 6-3-16 for Jungle Jack, so got that TV check. Bryan Danielson's match was shorter than the back and forth with him and MJF, but Tony Nese got a 6-3-16, so got that paycheck, got that TBS TV time.
Yeah, little Cesar's 316 too. Got his shit in. Got the fuck out.
Too. And they could have gone with that. They could have cut the back and forth with MJF and Brian about maybe 5 minutes shorter, but I mean, he's going to make him work for it. And then when he does get it, Danielson's going to get his match. So we'll see how good MJF will be in. They're saying it's going to be a 60-minute Iron Man match. Dear God, I hope it doesn't go 60 minutes. But
this fucking show ain't going off till 2:38.
If it does, Bryan Danielson, Brian's going to have to carry MJF because he's okay in the ring, but not 60 minutes worth of
pay-per-views don't go off till 12:30. And the main event is usually about 30 minutes. That means this shit ain't going. Those poor people are going to be trapped in that arena from 5 p.m. the fucking pre-show time.
Now, fuck those, no, fuck those people. Me and Sticks are gonna be stuck watching this fuck shit.
I'm not going. That's y'all niggas. Y'all pay for this shit.
Me and Sticks are gonna pay for this shit. We're gonna be taking notes the entire time. Cesar gets to watch casually on his own fucking time.
Goddamn right.
Feel sorry for me and Sticks. Fuck the people.
I don't feel sorry for y'all.
Fuck those people. Feel sorry for us.
Here's the shit thing.
I'm gonna watch it on a Saturday or a Sunday.
I don't even know. I don't remember what the date is for Revolution. I think they said
if it's a Saturday, then I gotta pay for it because Tony be hating the first night. I don't have time to go to work and then watch an 8-hour pay-per-view just to talk to you assholes about it on Sunday.
Hey, Pretzels, feel sorry for us. Pretzels, feel sorry for us, okay?
I hope it's Sunday.
It's gonna be the shit thing. I'm just gonna casually watch it the night of, and then like when it gets closer to Sunday when we do this, I'm going to go through and rewatch it to do the pretzel ratings to make sure I didn't forget anything. So I'm going to potentially spend 16 hours watching a pay-per-view and then another, 2 hours for Dynamite?
Well, it depends.
I'm going to be spending damn near 20 hours watching ATW wrestling in 1 week.
Well, you forget. If it's on Saturday, then you can't rewatch it because we're watching it Sunday, unless you don't work Sunday. Because if it's on Saturday, if the go home show is a Wednesday and the pay-per-view Saturday, we have to talk about it Sunday. It's only if it's on Sunday.
Well, that's
you have a whole week.
It'll matter. It'll depend on how fast they do the replay on the Bleacher Report app. Because I might end up turning around and rewatching that son bitch on Sunday.
Fuck
because
outta here.
football season will be over with. And
No, it'll be playoffs.
in March.
Oh yeah, is it in March? All
Yeah,
right.
it's in March, man. Come on
Better
now.
be.
I ain't gonna be watching no XFL. Goddamn, I ain't watching that shit.
Fuck these
Like,
8 hour.
yeah, I mean, we're 8 hours, and now you got. Usually they do a half hour, 45 minute, depending on who it is in the main event. You're gonna do.
It's a Sunday.
It's a Sunday.
Sunday.
Oh,
Woo,
Sunday. It's a Sunday.
woo, I can watch it on Monday.
so myself is gonna be putting damn near 24 hours in watching AEW.
I'm
wrestling.
not watching that shit twice. I'm grading it first viewing. I'm gonna be getting drunk. I'm gonna get drunk at like right an hour before I watch it, and I'm grading that shit off the drunk scale.
So if it's Sunday, we're gonna have to record the tripod on Saturday.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And then we'll have to watch the go home show that Wednesday. You gotta watch Dynamite because there'll be go home shit on that Friday.
Well,
So we'll
please
have to talk
watch
about
Dynamite. Please watch Dynamite. That'll help my views.
But yeah, anyway, I mean, the promo back and forth could have been 5 minutes short. The barbs back and forth were funny, but I mean, there's just MJ upset making Danielson jump through a bunch of hoops to get his match, and then when he does get it, it's gonna be a match that Danielson wants. So we're gonna, like Cesar said, like what Cesar Maker said, we're gonna get probably a 10-hour pay-per-view. So yeah.
Oh, I had a thought. I had a thought because
hold on, Cesar. Let's just jump to your thoughts on that segment because no one cares about Tony Nese versus fucking Bryan Danielson. So just go ahead and go into your thoughts.
No, well, my thought was that Tony Nese and then that cracker that we don't know on NXT, they're always in the ring first. Do they have music? Do you think they have music? Or these people don't know what their music is, so they just are always in the ring when the camera's on?
I think if you watch Dark Elevation, because I think Nese and Josh Woods are like a tag team. That's the cracker who was outside the ring. Josh Woods, former Ring of Honor, like your champion. Yeah, he's a Ring of Honor guy. Yeah. So I imagine if you don't watch Dark Elevation, you wouldn't know what their entrance song is.
All right. Other than that, I really don't care about anything else in this segment because that fucking promo was too long. So that's all I wanted.
With White Slaves versus AR.
Yeah.
Who?
Who?
I'm watching wrestling, so it's time to interrupt Mangria, but I didn't mind for this match.
You're retarded. This match was great.
40 cutters and an attitude adjustment on the ring apron later. Swerve stomps his way to a dub. Sheeta, Tony, and Saraya sit down with Renee. Tony Storm with that Hogan hot dog skin. Saraya chooses Tony as her partner, snubbing Sheeta. The guns come out. FTRIP Memorial. Who gives a fuck? Sky Blue. Kiera Hogan versus Red Velvet and Jade. I gotta say, besides Sky Blue's ass, I have zero interest in the past 20 minutes of this shit. Red Velvet walks out on Jade. Jade still wins 47-0. All right, Cesar. We got Swerve versus AR who? And Sheeta, Tony, and Saraya sit down where Sheeta gets snubbed. Thoughts?
How you just gonna skip over that nigga on nigga Swerve and AR who match? That shit was really good.
Didn't give a fuck. Didn't give a fuck. So go ahead.
You racist. That cross-eyed
go
kid
ahead
is
and
coming
wax.
in.
Go ahead and wax on something no one gives a shit about.
No, only you don't give a shit about it. Sticks cares.
Nobody gives a shit about this.
No. Let me take this a little further. This was brought. If you Cesar, you might know this. These two faced off in Lucha Underground.
Yeah.
Swerve was Killshot, and AR Fox was Dante Fox. Okay. And I think the announcers talked about this. Yep. That they had some unfinished business from Lucha Underground. So that's what got me. On top of it being a really good match.
Okay,
it was a really good match. I don't know why you were shitting on it.
Okay, what else?
Yeah, that's why nobody likes you.
Oh, what's going on? What else, Cesar?
It was a good match. That's why nobody likes you.
You're done? Okay, Sticks, what'd you think?
It was a good match, and then the snubbing of of Sheeta, and then I think it was Excalibur with that FTRIP, thinking it was F Trip, which they were trying to figure out who was a DJ up there in Seattle. That was kind of interesting to listen to. But yeah.
The main event was for the TNT Championship with Samoa Joe versus Darby Allin. Joe strangles some cracker in the front row. Darby, for the save, attacks with skateboard. They fight to the stage. Darby jumps off ladder, hurts himself, of course. Joe tosses this mosquito on the ring steps. The steps portion, folks. Lincoln Park has died again, heading into commercial picture-in-picture. Joe murdered Darby most of this match. Joe ends up tearing off a turnbuckle pad. Darby gets out of Coquina clutch, launches Joe into exposed turnbuckle, code red, and 2 coffin drops later. Darby is now a 2-time TNT champion. What the fuck? Oh, great. Sting comes out. Darby beat a non-white guy, so Sting is super proud. I gotta say the best part of this match, gentlemen, was the crowd. The crowd was the best part. Like, this match, it was okay, but with the crowd's energy, I was entertained. Sticks, what'd you think of the main event for the TNT Championship?
It was an okay match. I mean, Darby being from Seattle, and then the kid that Joe attacked was the son of the guy who trained Darby up there in Seattle. The name escapes me, but yeah, I mean, Darby winning was the cherry on top of the, I guess what we call it, the shit sandwich for this, and become a 2-time TNT champion. The match was okay, but I mean, essentially they did it. They had Darby go over, I imagine, because they were in Seattle. Now we'll see how long he holds it, because I think they said that he still is the longest, has the longest title reign for being a TNT champion. So, but yeah, I mean, it was a happy ending, I guess, for Dynamite, since they were up there in Seattle and Darby gets that win, and it was all good till Sting came out and they did the father-son hug and poses and stuff like that. So I mean, it was okay.
Well, before I move on, Sticks, didn't Darby retain against Mike Bennett on Rampage as well?
Yep, because that bled over into Battle of the Belts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Cesar, the main event saw Samoa Joe versus Darby for the TNT Championship. Did you see this? Or do we have to pull out the good book of Cesar?
No, I watched this shit because I had to watch it. Yeah, Cracker was doing that Cracker shit for the first half, and they got in the ring and they was wrestling. Yeah, Samoa Joe. Obviously, you can take more liberties with Darby because his crazy white ass don't care about pain and shit. Yeah, he ripped the turnbuckle off, hit the code red with his big ass. Because Tony, we all know, Tony is racist as fuck. He's racist as fuck, and we all know. Hurry up and drink, you drunk bitch.
I think most Tonys are kind of racist.
Hurry up and finish drinking so you can grab the mic.
Oh,
and say
it. And now it's time for Caesar's Hail Caesar Tangent of the Week.
Now double your money and make it stack. I'm on to the next one. On to the next.
I'm gonna start off 2023, motherfucker. Huh? You want to get your new set and you want to have your other shit, and then you want to have one of your favorite white boys in the king of television who happens to be a nigga, because we all know what Samoan means. In Hawaiian, we all know what that means. It means nigga. Yeah, you want to have this motherfucker come out here, this 103-pound soaking wet in a 10-pound bag of dog shit. Hit this cracker with ladders, skateboards. Take a damn rock bottom on the goddamn steps, thrown into the thing. Joe out here choking strangers. He's choking Darby, putting over this crack ass shit, and then and you want to have confetti at the end? Just random confetti dropping when the white man wins? Nah, and then you're going to have Sting come out? I know what that shit was really about. Sting came out there and was like, hey, you got your first nigga. I'm proud of you, boy. I'm proud of you. You got your first nigga by yourself. I've been whooping nigga ass on this television show, and you've been with me for goddamn 2 years. And now you got your first nigga by you. You also got a big ass nigga. You got a king nigga, a king of television. You took that nigga down. Yeah, and they went in the back and they both put on clan masks and they jumped around elbow to elbow like fucking whistling Dixie and shit and got in the Dukes of Hazzard car and drove off with the General Lee on the top like a bunch of fucking white ass Republican faggots. Yeah, I said it. I said it. I said it. They probably hung 3 niggas because they was out there somewhere. Yeah, they had to get white ass Seattle over by having this fucking 103-pound soaking wet piece of shit beat a 300-pound nigga in the ring. I mean, what the fuck is next? What the fuck is next, huh? What the fuck is next? You're gonna have Hook beat Hobbs or some shit, huh? Hook gonna slam Hobbs' big ass in the ring and put him in the red room or some fucking shit like that. Yeah, you just wanted to have that feel cracker moment of nigga hating Sting, hugging Darby, welcoming him to the dark side, finding his white boy powers to put away a big thick neck nigga in the middle of the ring for a 3 count. Because he couldn't do shit 2 weeks before. And all of a sudden he whooped his monkey ass like he was a real monkey, like it was Django, and they was picking cotton out in the fields and shit. And Leo DiCaprio was inviting him over for tea or some shit. Cotton Candy was like, hey, yeah, come on, white boy Darby. Oh, I like a whip to whip my niggas. You like skateboards? Maybe I should try that. Is this heavier? Oh, you get close-up action when you whip a nigga with a skateboard. I like this. I don't got to be 20 feet away. I'm just 2 feet away from my niggas when I'm beating them. Yeah, you lost that Mandingo fight, you big nigga. Let me hit you with this skateboard. Pow, pow. Yeah, this fuck shit. See, Tony, you nigga hater, and you a person of color yourself, and you's a nigga hater. You got Sting whooping on black talent for 2 years. Now Darby's falling in line. That's why he's a pillar, huh? He's your white pillar, huh? He's the strongest pillar, huh? He's the load bearing pillar, huh? And what's he gonna do? Beat Private Party in a 2-on-1 next week for the TNT Championship, huh, nigga? Huh? Is that what you're gonna do? That's what you're gonna do, Tony Skeets? You bitch! I see you. You hate people of color, nigga. You is a people of color, nigga. Yeah, I don't care. The Jaguars, my nigga team. They won the AFC South. Yeah, my niggas work for me. So these other niggas in the wrestling world, they don't work for me. I don't care. They can eat shit. As long as these niggas who make my money win these games, go to the playoffs, get my team more exposure so I can have niggas lose in the ring. Yeah, because I'm Tony Skeets. I'm going to buy these Jordans. That's the only nigga I like is Jordan because he got more money than me and my daddy. But I'm going to take that nigga over too. Yeah, I know you are, motherfucker. Huh? You going to come up with the Tonys, you bitch? Some little piece of shit skew? No? That is like water resistant so you can skeet on it and it just falls off, you bitch? I see you, you bitch. Fuck you. Say the outro, man, Griff.
Other than that, Caesar has no thoughts on the subject. Whew. Sticks, did I get your thoughts?
Yeah, you got me.
Well, that's enough of ATW for this week, folks. We'll be right back with the annual Tripod Awards. Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. We are here at the famous annual Tripod Awards, but before we continue, lest we forget, well, big ups to Bretsky. He's not here, but he was here last year. The 2021 awards for the old tripod. Myself, the AEW Male of the Year was MJF. For Sticks, the AEW Male of the Year was your mother, Eddie Kingston. For Caesar, the AEW Male of the Year, it was the debut of Uncle CD. because Caesar could not choose. And who did Uncle CD choose for old Caesar? It was MJF.
What you just said? I picked Eddie Kingston.
I'm drunk. And for Bretsky, the AEW Male of the Year
Shit.
was old Uncle Dax. So this year, the AEW Male of the Year
Fucking shit.
for your boy, for old man Gria, who's too drunk to read his own notes.
You trying to pick? There's like no inkling of what you wrote. Is it really that sloppy that you can't read it?
2022. AEW is below NXT. The 2022. I mean, it's you know what? I think it's gonna be pretty simpatico. I tried to pick different, but
I mean,
how can you not pick
there's two choices. There's only
for
two
the
choices.
AEW Male of
There's
the
only two
Year?
choices.
There's only one choice for your boy.
There's
It
two.
was the rise of absolute Ricky Stocks.
Of course.
He got out of that cancer team Taz. He
Mm-hmm.
redeemed himself and got P2H out of his life. He won the Eliminator tournament. Promos have been top notch and now is a certified main event man. He just beat the Ocho. Absolute Ricky Stocks as Mangria's AEW Male of the Year 2022.
Yeah.
Caesar.
So there's only two.
Caesar just said there's only two, but he can only pick one. He can only
Exactly.
pick one. Who? The world wants to know, Julius Caesar, your AEW Male of the Year for 2022 is.
Yeah. There's only two choices, and I'm gonna tell you both choices.
Uh-oh.
One of them you already mentioned.
Well, there's only one.
You already mentioned his accolades. I mean, come on, that's easy. The second one you forgot because you drunk.
That's
the second one has
speculation.
nothing to do. The second one has nothing to do with wrestling.
What?
The second one is the fact that he gets to hump Anna Jay on a daily basis.
Oh, fuck.
You forgot. You forgot. The other one wrestles Anna Jay in a bed every night.
Whoa.
Whoa. And that's Jungle Boy. I don't know how he did it. I don't know how he did it. The man's probably
Jungle
got game.
Jack. Jungle Jack
That's
Perry.
Jungle. Sorry. That's Jungle Man. Jungle Man Jack Perry.
Ask Anna.
That man gets to lay the pipe to that girl every single night if he chooses to. And for that, he's got to be in the league of AEW Man of the Year. But it's still, by a large margin, absolute Ricky.
Oh, wait. Okay, so wait a minute. Your official pick is absolute Ricky Starks.
Yeah, but you got to give good mention to Jungle Jack.
So your honorable mention is Jungle Jack.
Yeah, because he gets to bang in a J on a daily basis.
Understood.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to be archiving this because I archived last year. So your official pick and my official pick is
the man.
Absolute Ricky.
Yeah, because the Revolution will not be televised. Revolution will not be
Sticks. Here we go, man. The pressure's on you. Don't let don't let us sway you. We picked our
the pressure's on him, then you said don't let us
sway. We picked our picks a long time ago. Okay. So Sticks, this is up to you, buddy. This is up to you. Who is your because we picked different picks last year, okay? But this year, who is your AEW Male of the Year for 2022?
Well, first off, my list, I have like, was it two? I got 5 choices because I didn't want to try to be in simpatico with you boys. I kind of wanted to throw a little something different. So I'm
Okay.
going to start off with my honorable mention.
Okay.
I'm going with my honorable mention. I'm going with my boy, all
All
ego,
ego.
Ethan Page. Beginning of the year, him and Scorpio Sky, men of the year. He threw fucking. I'm trying to remember if he did at the beginning of the year, or if it happened in 2020. When he threw Darby down those fucking steps.
Him and
He threw
Scorpio.
him down those fucking steps like a fucking
Yeah.
like a piece of fucking garbage. Like, hey man, hey garbage man, here's my fucking garbage. Throws him down there. Him and Scorpio.
Wait. R.I.P. Scorpio Sky. Another field nigga lost to AEW.
Where the
And
fuck
then
is he?
That nigga probably got fired. I don't know. Probably got Vince McMahon treatment.
and then he brings in they team up with a man who we talked about, I think in the middle of the year or towards the end of the year, a man who we loved on our television set, Dan Lambert. He had
Right.
him with
He
them.
right.
Wow,
He
see,
right.
now you start to remember. He had
right.
the segments, backstage segments, out in the ring. Those boys, they were putting on shows. And then now let's talk about where we are today. He's with Mr. Wednesday Night on the mic, Stokely Hathaway. He is the focal point
You
of
raggedy bitch.
the firm.
You
He's
raggedy
coming out
bitch.
here. He's collecting dubs. My man, Ethan Page. This is the year that could possibly springboard him to bigger things in 2023. Hopefully. But my male athlete of the year for AEW is a man who probably should still be on vacation today, but got that phone call because I don't know, the biggest thing in wrestling happened that wasn't in the ring. A nice little post-media scrum happened, and a lot of people had to go on vacation. Well, this man should have been on vacation. But what does this man do? He says, hit my fucking music. He fucking comes out to the ring. Has to go through he has to go through a tournament. Because I think he was he ATW champion? I'm trying to remember. I think he was ATW champion, then he lost to Hangman, and then we kind of had the shenanigans that happened. And then he has to fucking go through a tournament to become interim ATW champion. And then becomes ATW champion, then loses to MJF. But my male athlete of the year for ATW is John fucking Mox.
I respect that. I respect that.
it.
And actually, interim is about to come up again, gentlemen.
Yep.
Okay, let's flash back a year ago to this very program. We had an AEW female of the year.
Okay.
I don't even need your guys' input on this because it was unanimous.
Yep.
It was the Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, from all of us last year. However, this year, in an extremely desperate attempt to be different, this is Sticks. I respect you, brother. I respect you for being different with your male wrestler of the year. I'm going to be extremely different with my female wrestler of the year. I'm throwing a bone, gentlemen. My bone, hopefully. It's not going to happen. My AEW female of the year, because she had to go through the Thunder Rosa interim women's championship bullshit, is old Booty Storm. Old Booty Storm became interim champ at All Out. She got a great ass. Decent theme. She retained against Serena Deeb, the professor, Hikaru Shida. Eventually, after her loss to Hayter, her title reign was recognized as legit. She held the AEW Women's Championship for 76 days. Of course, losing to Hayter at Full Gear, which I still have not seen. But Mangria's AEW Female of the Year is old Tony Storm. Stixie Drip Drip. I can kind of see the writing on the wall, but like I said, I was desperate to be different. But Stix, sir, who is your AEW Female Wrestler of the Year 2022?
Well, I had 3 choices on mine, but really there just came down to 2. And mine, she didn't start coming on till towards the end of the year. And I'm going with the woman who is currently AEW Women's Champion.
Yeah.
Now, at the beginning of the year, if you would have told me that Jamie Hayter would be AEW Champion at the end of the year, I probably would have looked at me like, what the fuck are you drinking? I mean, we all on Sundays, that's the tripod drunk day. We do that. I would have thought you would have been doing the tripod drunk week. I probably would have been like, what the fuck? But she started putting some work in. She's gotten better. The crowd 4 or 5 months ago started getting behind her. Tony Skeets. It was a big enough tidal wave that Tony Skeets even started recognizing, like, holy shit, we might actually have a legit woman wrestler outside of the Doctor. So the Doctor DMD, half of the new women's tag team of the Killer and the Pillar. My female athlete of the year for ATW is Haters Gonna Hate, Jamie Hayter.
I knew we were going to go that direction. Cesar, your AEW Female Wrestler of the Year.
So now, you know what irks me about AEW is this record bullshit. And when I looked at Jamie Hayter's record for 2022, it was something like 9-1. And she's the champion. And I was like, just 10 matches? It's like 1 a month. Not even. But you the champ? You the champ? 9-1? You're barely around there. Maybe you had more tag matches that she had with the Doc. Maybe she's like 12-3 or some bullshit. DMD. Yeah. I don't know. But whose matches stood out to me more?
Who?
Jamie got hot. Jamie got hot at the end. We all agree. Jamie got hot at the end. But somebody was having fire matches all year. And to me, that was Miss Serena Deeb. She was putting on classics all day, no matter who she was wrestling, no matter who she was fighting. Yeah, she went from the face to the heel turn. Great. Better for her career, I want to say. She was putting on fire matches all year. All year. And for me, Serena Deeb is my AEW female superstar. Yeah, she didn't win the title, but she was fighting just about every bitch who was in the title reign this year without getting like a couple of herself. Maybe I think she got 1 or something. But Miss Serena Deeb was putting on classics all year.
What was her record at the closing of the year?
I don't know, something like over 20.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was way more than Jamie Hayter did, and we saw Serena Deeb on matches earlier with Sheeta. How many matches did she have on TV with Sheeta?
Well,
and just Sheeta alone. Yeah.
Mad respect to the professor, of course. I'm glad we all had different women. And this next category could very well, all of us will have different answers as well. I love it when we have different answers. Crossover is fine, but different answers always makes for a better show, in my opinion, because we're up for the AEW match of the year. I know for sure none of you fuckers picked this because I was over the moon about this. Cesar hated me for this. I don't give a fuck. I loved it. I loved it. My AEW match of the year was from Forbidden Door, gentlemen.
Oh, of course, Claudio.
It was Zack Sabre Jr.
Yeah.
versus old Claudio.
No,
Not only was this match a technical masterpiece, but the crowd. When the crowd is into it, it could make the shittiest match even better. That's why I actually preferred Dynamite this week over NXT because the crowd was on fire. Fresno's not going to do that for Dynamite, I guarantee you. But Seattle,
technically, the crowd is always on fire for Dynamite versus.
well, not really. Zack Sabre Jr. versus Claudio at Forbidden Door is my match of the year. A close second, Sticks, you did honorable mentions. I got an honorable mention. It's actually recent. It's going to blow regular listeners of the Tripod, all 10 of you. It's going to blow your minds because my close second was actually Jamie Hayter versus Hikaru Shida at Holiday Bash. They main evented.
That was a good match, though.
That
was a good match, though.
And that was incredible.
That was a good match, though.
Very close second. So major props to the women. Major props. I mean, Zack Sabre Jr., he has never had a bad match. Remember the CWC and NXT? That was the fucking fire. That is my match of the year. Cesar, what is your AEW match of the year?
I was only hating because you said that match was just as good as another match that happened that night, and I don't think it was.
Is that your match of the year?
That's my match of the year.
Hey, you know what? I'm not gonna hate on that. That was a fucking fantastic match. I completely understand.
Of course, if well, technically, they wrestled on AEW TV, and I guess you could give this man AEW. He's not an AEW wrestler, but yeah, come on, man.
No,
Will Ospreay.
Oh yeah,
in that ring.
Yep.
Is
These are I fucking love you. Thank you.
He's Harry Potter. He's fucking magic. This was a pay-per-view, so you had to pay, and I'm still saying that match was free money.
Forbidden Door was probably the best pay-per-view of the whole fucking year.
Look, for as technical wrestlers go, I'm sorry. As technical wrestlers go, I am with you, Mangria. Zack Sabre Jr.
Oh yeah.
If he is not in your fucking top 5, if he's not in your top 3 technical wrestlers ever, I mean, ever, you've got to have not been watching wrestling for at least. You've only been watching wrestling for like the past 2 years. This dude from like, I mean, the only problem I have now is like I want healthy, non-neck fucking painkiller Kurt Angle.
No.
Attitude Era Kurt Angle versus Zack Sabre Jr.
Oh my god.
Versus like Chris Benoit or something. That's kind of like what I want. That's kind of like what I want. That's what I want. Those 3 dudes would kill. Oh no. First Lion Tamer Chris Jericho. If I had to sub, no, Lion Tamer Chris Jericho, not fucking like.
No, I thought you were gonna say something else. I thought you were gonna say Will Ospreay, Kurt Angle, Benoit, and Zack Sabre.
No, I'm talking Zack. First of all, Zack Sabre Jr. versus Will Ospreay would probably be a really good match.
Have they ever fought?
Maybe.
I don't know. Off the top of my head,
I feel like
I don't know. I'd be very surprised if they didn't, but I also could see them not doing that.
Not doing it. Because I feel like Zach would try to control it on the mat and Will would try to quicken the pace. It would probably be really, really good. But yeah, come on, man. Same match. What was it? Will Ospreay, fucking OC.
Yeah. Orange Cassidy. Yeah.
Possibly the best match of Orange Cassidy's career. That
Career.
match might have been the best match.
For sure.
I mean, yes, his matches on YouTube are probably better than shit he's done in AEW. Just like with like Danhausen when Mangry had to watch Danhausen.
Were you trying to poke fun at me still, Caesar?
No, I'm not
trying to fucking poke fun?
No, I'm just saying that when you get to the main card, I'm saying when you get to the main card, they water you down. They water you down when you get to the main card. That's what happens. I mean, how many people are talking about how Kenny Omega in New Japan ain't Kenny Omega in AEW from that match at Wrestle Kingdom 17? The memes are flowing. But I want to say, OC versus Will Ospreay. I think Will Ospreay brought something out of OC, and OC was like, nah, man, like I can't do my regular bullshit. I gotta hit you with what I can. And then that's the crazy part. Because if he wrestled like that all the time, it wouldn't be so gimmicky. It would be like, yo, this motherfucker can wrestle. This motherfucker can wrestle. Because he took it to Will Ospreay.
He mind fucked him. He had Will Ospreay off his fucking game by doing just the normal shit that he does.
But the whole match, and then still brought it. And then, of course, Will Ospreay wrestled like only Will Ospreay can wrestle. And man, that's the only other match. Sorry, that's the only other match because that night I said that match was the best match of the card. I'm not saying that Zack Sabre Jr. and Claudia was not good. It was a great match as well. I just thought this match was,
dude,
a Jake's dig better. It was a Jake's dig better. It was a Jake's dig better.
Forbidden Door was worth every penny.
I paid for that one. And it was worth it. It was fucking worth it.
So I'm not. Should I even bother asking? Sticks is on the same page.
Because I got one you boys are forgetting about.
What?
He probably does.
What? Okay, hold on. Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
It's probably gonna be some Jay White shit.
Dixie.
No.
Dixie, drip. Okay, wow. Me and Caesar.
I deep dived today, boys. I went back and I deep dived for
There's a lot of matches we
me and Caesar just gave you two of the biggest bangers of the year.
No. He's probably gonna. He can pull out a tag match or two.
Hold on.
That was pretty
Dixie
good.
drip. Your AEW match of the year, and if you say a Ray Phoenix match, I'm gonna kill myself. All right, go for it.
No. This match had two things that I think stuck out to both of us, and that stuck out to fans. Let's go back to Double or Nothing. Anarchy in the Arena. The Jericho Appreciation Society versus the Blackpool Combat Club with Eddie Kingston and Santana and Ortiz.
They were drinking at the bar.
Playing for 10 fucking minutes. 10 minutes. And then at the end, they made a fucking t-shirt for this. Eddie Kingston walking out of the back in blood carrying a gasoline. Gentlemen, my match of the year, Anarchy in the Arena. AEW Double or Nothing.
He's not bad. You know what? Honorable mention. Honorable mention. Now that I think about it, Keith Lee and Swerve versus Acclaim 1.
I was gonna put that, but Caesar shit all over that.
Yeah, because the crowd was hot for it.
Caesar said because Swerve and Keith Lee won, that spoiled the second one. I almost put that. But I could not overlook Zack Sabre Jr. I couldn't.
But you can't tell me I'm not wrong. You can't tell me I'm not wrong.
You're wrong.
Yes, no. It was a good match. It's a good match, but it made two worse because they should have. If the Acclaim would have won that match, it would have made that match better. And you know I'm right. And you know I'm right.
You know what? The second match with the shenanigans with Billy Gunn and the dick kick. Okay. What the hell?
I think that was a third match.
What are you eating?
I'm not eating anything. I'm drinking beer.
Well, I just saw
There's a
you.
lot of foam. I was just getting the foam down.
There's head on it. All right.
Yep.
Well, Sticks, my God, sir, I commend you. That was an incredible fucking pick.
Can,
Oh,
can I give you? Can I give you my honorable mention?
yes.
This one we're going to be coming up. The next AEW pay per view will be a year from when we had this match. And my honorable mention, Caesar said his. I would have probably gone with Osprey and OC, but to go different, Brian Danielson versus Mox, the match at Revolution.
Yes, where
That
Regal debuted.
This was the
Yeah.
match that
Yep.
formed the Blackpool Combat Club.
Yep.
I mean, these guys, they had
Mhm.
every fucking punch, every move. They had stank on it. Like this looked like a legit fight. I think at one point in the match, I think Danielson had a move, and Mox just grabbing at like his beard, at his face to try to counter it. That was my honorable mention. If Caesar wouldn't have said Osprey and OC, I probably would have picked that. But I had three matches. Caesar said one of them, and I just said the other two. But all these matches, even like with you, Zack Sabre Jr. and Claudio, all these matches that we have said have been fucking 6 stars in the Tokyo Dome. These were good matches, and these were matches that if you get a chance, go back on YouTube or try to find a way to watch them. You will not be disappointed. This is when ATW puts on good matches. This is what they could be if they brought this shit every pay-per-view that they have, which they only have like 4 or 5 in a year.
Yeah.
If they brought this, they would be raking it in, but they don't.
Wait. Was Young Bucks versus Ray Phoenix and them crackers in the cage? Was that this year?
That was my match of last year. Trust me,
that was last year.
I have every single notes that I've ever taken are on this phone. I went back and I looked at every single pay-per-view trying to find my match of the year. And the fact that me and Cesar picked matches from the same fucking pay-per-view blows my mind. It blows my mind that happened, because I seriously, I put some serious thought into this dumb shit. But I digress. Up next, folks, it's NXT time. It's NXT time. It's time for the NXT Male of the Year from your boy. You want to talk about the rise of a character, the rise of a wrestler. This man, I didn't think much of last year, but this year, my God, this motherfucker, holy shit. You want to talk about the rise of Grayson Waller? Holy shit. Great heel. He was the winner of the first ever Iron Survivor Challenge. His chemistry with Kenzie, we talk about every fucking week. He is not boring. He went toe-to-toe with AJ Styles. He even went to Raw. Grayson Waller is my NXT Male of the Year. This motherfucker is only going up in 2023. He will be NXT champ, whether it be from Braun Breaker or whoever else. This man will be NXT champ before he gets called up. That is my opinion. Stixie Drip Drip, your NXT Male of the Year.
I don't know if Cesar will choose him. If he does, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I believe I
got two. I'm gonna tell you right now. I got two. I'm deciding right now.
I got honorable mention, but I'm gonna wait to say mine after yours. I called this man for breakout superstar when they first did it. This man, after he won, when he was a young, spry man, when this man was still practicing free throws before he couldn't fucking miss. This man took on Adam Cole, baby, and put on a banger of a match. This man is a 2-time North American champion. This man is one half of the Trick and Mellow gang. This man, in my opinion, is going to be the man that dethrones Jan Maker. My NXT male athlete of the year is the man who don't miss.
Woo!
My man, Carmelo Hayes.
Well, gentlemen, before I move on,
Can I not say who my NXT male superstar is?
last year, my NXT male superstar of the year was old Champa Mad. As you remember, he abused that chair. He abused that chair. We loved it.
Oh,
Stixie
salute
Drip
to Champa Mad.
Stixie Drip Trip's NXT male of the year was the God of Goats, Dexter Loomis.
He had a good year last year.
Honorable mention, the Great Bretsky also chose Champa Man. Cesar, last year, his NXT male of the year was Finn Balor. And
he had a great year.
And now, Cesar's 2022 NXT male of the year is
Sticks. I'm gonna say this to start off. You took my honorable mention. That was my honorable mention, and it was close, girl. It was close.
One beat.
I had to get in the booth. I had to get in the booth, and I had to think about this. And I was like, who had a great year? Who had, from start to finish of the year, came from NXT? That's what she came from NXT. Came from NXT. This man came out there every week, whooped ass in that monkey ring, and whooped monkey ass like no one else could. He was out there getting it like no one else could. He was out there proving work, proving dirt, fighting anybody. He didn't care who it was. He'd fight you anywhere, anytime, any place. And to me, he should be an NXT North American champion. But the cross-eyed kid was hating and took it away from him and said it wasn't legal. And then what did he do? What did he do?
Oh, shit.
He took his ass to SmackDown with his family. And he started putting bitches out one by one. He is known as the street nigga, the street champion. He's known as the enforcer in the bloodline. The man spent 9 months in NXT and then got called up with winning a title they had to take back. He is the man that Sami Zayn can't crack. He's known as Solo Sikoa, the GOAT, the only man. He didn't win a championship. Technically, he did not win a championship, and he got called up to SmackDown, and he's in the top brand. He's with the bloodline. Top of the show, Sami Zayn. Who's not talking about this? Who's not talking about Solo Sikoa? And then he was like, remember, he was like, Sammy was out there and Jay and them was fucking with him, and he was like, nah, hold up, Oos. Sammy got my back. You coming, Sammy? To the Usos? To the girl. The Solo Sikoa put Matt Riddle's high ass on the shelf with the Umaga Spike family shit. Took out Sheamus. Family shit.
Caused Drew McIntyre the championship over at the Capitol.
Oh, Drew the chip and not even said next week who wanted Drew. You want to run them hands? I don't care if you WWE champ. I'm Solo Sikoa, nigga. I'm a street champ. Samoan, 12 feet of dick.
He came back to NXT and said, I have next to Mello. To Mello.
The man who don't miss, who will put your ass on a t-shirt in the rafters and said, I got next, and whooped monkey ass. And then what did he do? Took that shit to smack her down. Like he didn't give a fuck. That's I ain't gonna lie. Mello was honorable mention. Maybe 2 points. If I had to rate him, 2 points difference. 2 points difference between Mello and the street nigga. And I had to give it to the street nigga.
I love that we all have different picks.
Hold on. Can I give my honorable mention?
Go ahead.
Yes.
Beginning of the year, this man was part of a tag team.
Apollo. No.
No. And then some out of the ring news came out, and his tag team partner got cut.
Ooh.
You right. You right.
Man had to go on a journey to find himself. Wrestled, made his way back, and then was in a ladder match, and then became
For the ages.
your North American champion, and is still the North American champion today. My honorable mention is Black Broccoli himself,
Not bad.
Wes Lee.
That's not bad.
A part of the origin of our sign off. Big ups to Stallion Pete. Very good honorable mention. Wesley about to set the world on fire in 2023. I guarantee it. However, we're moving on to the NXT female superstar of the year. But as Cesar goes and pisses his pants, let's take a trip down memory lane, Sticks. Last year, Bretsky chose somebody who had the most famous botch of the year that still makes me laugh. Bretsky chose Indy Hartwell last year. Cesar, his female of the year last year was captain of Team Kick. Old wall butt Dakota Kai. Your NXT female superstar of the year was my little bunny, my woman, Io Shirai, the genius of the sky. And yours truly's NXT female superstar of the year. I mean, straight Sonya. How you gonna go wrong with the? It was Raquel Gonzalez back then. Now Raquel Rodriguez, my cousin. And now we're going to 2022's female, NXT's female of the year from old man Gria. There's gonna be crossover, probably. It's gotta be crossover. It's gotta be crossover. It's gotta be.
Only two choices.
Because she was a great champion. She unified the NXT UK Women's Championship and the NXT Women's Championship in a triple threat at Worlds Collide. Sexy as hell. A great leader of Toxic A. Made Wade bust a nut for 2 years. As soon as she was released, this bitch made $1 million. Not to call no ho no bitch.
Not to call no ho no bitch.
Man,
we are respectful for women.
Rose is my NXT female superstar of the year. Cesar. Last year was Wallbutt. Who is your 2022 NXT female of the year?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of there's only two options. There's only two options, and the heavy favorite is, like you said, the ex-women's champion, and that's who I gotta go with. Mandy improved herself. Oh. She proved to me better than she spent on the main roster in the years in NXT. She deserved to be champion. She came up, she had great matches. Now, to me, she did. I think she was going to win that NXT UK championship match. Should have went to the final boss, if you ask me. But still, Mandy came out on top. Because of her including NXT UK, maybe I would have said the final boss. I don't know. But still, Mandy came out on top. She got that dub. They had faith in her. And they damn well was great to have faith in her. I mean, she should have had faith in her. She was killing it. Her pay-per-view matches were fire. No matter if it was a one-on-one, a triple threat or a 4-on-4, no matter what she had, she was representing, doing it well, found her moments. Sometimes she had Toxic A out there cheating for. Good shit. Entertaining at the Halloween Havoc this year. I mean, it was the year of Mandy Rose. And if she's got to go out like that, she went out on top, killing it. Woman of the Year for 2022 NXT.
Sticks, do not let our picks sway your original pick. We got 2 out of 3, Mandy Rose. But the world, all 10 of our listeners, wants to know, who is Stixie Drip Drip's NXT's female superstar of the year?
Well, I'm going to give my honorable mention. This woman has grown. She's starting to become one of their top heels. She is the resident mean girl of NXT. My honorable mention is Cora Jade. She's got a bright future. She looks like she's starting to turn into possibly one of the women that could take that belt whenever she gets it and run with it. Maybe as long as what Mandy had it, maybe not. But gentlemen, I can't argue against you guys. Mandy Rose is my athlete of the year. There's nobody, there's no one else. There's no one else. She came down, and then you thought maybe she was gonna get lost in the shuffle, but then she teamed up with Gigi and JC. And all 3 of those women rose each other's stock. All 3 of those women, Mandy Rose became the most dominant heel in NXT this year, and possibly has been for quite a while. And then along with her, JC and Gigi became women's tag team champions that flirted with the main roster. I mean, they had a hot cup of coffee on SmackDown during the women's tag team tournament. But I can't argue against you guys. I mean, this was the year of Mandy Rose. She very well could still be women's champion if they didn't think that whatever the website stuff that she did, if they didn't think that it was that horrible. I mean, you could have went a different way and still had her, but I'm not in charge of that decision. But my female athlete of the year for NXT 2022, it's unanimous, boys. I got Mandy Rose.
Last year, it was the Doctor we were unanimous on. This year, it is the leader of Toxic A. Mandy Rose is unanimous for NXT. But gentlemen, there's always this category where we're never unanimous on, which I like. It's NXT's match of the year.
You're gonna have to run down a list.
Dude, I looked through my notes and it took a long time for me to decide, but I found one. I got
no idea.
NXT's match of the year from Old Man Gria was from Worlds Collide. It was the man who don't miss, Mello versus Ricochet for the North American Championship. That is my match of the year, and I dare you to find a better fucking match. I did have a second, but this one was fucking incredible. Stixie Drip Drip, sir, I mean, NXT, when it comes to takeovers, when it comes to premium live events, it's hard to beat. But did you find your NXT match of the year?
I would like to state that the match you chose was my honorable mention. That was a hell of a good match. That was another match that showed how good Mello is with a man from the main roster. But I did find something different, and I don't know if Cesar's gonna side with me on this one.
Good.
But mine comes from Halloween Havoc.
God damn it.
Mine was the main event. Mine involved two guys who
Oh,
actually
shit.
made
Okay.
Jan Maker look good in a match. My
right.
match of the year
He's right.
is Jan Maker
He's right.
versus Dragon Zord versus JD McDonough.
Yeah.
That match, those two guys had the unspeakable task of having to put a match on with Jan Maker and actually make it watchable, which we know that JD and Dragunov, those guys put on banger after banger
Banger after
banger.
banger.
But you know what these guys did? Do you know what put this as my match of the year? They made Jan Maker look like a competent wrestler in this match. And that alone is why Jan Maker versus Dragon Zord versus JD Halloween Havoc is my NXT 2022 match of the year.
JD is my honorable mention for male superstar of the year. A mastermind. The serial killerness of this dude made every match he was involved with entertaining. But Cesar, it's up to you, my man. Are you gonna have a different pick? Did you scour? Did you scour and find
Here we
something
go, here we go.
different? Or did you land on one of our
No, because
matches?
even if I scroll and I say best, I'll go through a list. Hold on. Best match,
There's a lot.
NXT 2022.
Even on NXT TV, there was some good shit.
Yeah. Ranking the best. Oh, hold on. Even if you go top 10 NXT moments and go from that match, best crossover matches. Like they have that match you have Mangria like on one list, they have it at like number 7
How
of top 10.
dare you? Or
The
them.
fact is they have Carmelo Hayes in like 4 matches on a top 10 list.
That fucker can't miss, buddy.
I mean, you right. And the crazy part is we're forgetting Braun Breaker fought Ciampa at the beginning of the year because he fought him at New Year's Evil.
Yeah, but Braun Breaker won, so fuck that
Sure.
asshole.
They also have Axiom and Nathan Fraser during their 3-way match.
Shit. Yeah. Yep. That's
Yeah.
some shit.
Carmelo Hayes versus Ricochet. JD Madonna versus Tyler Bate just on NXT TV.
Ooh, child, that match
The one before, the one that proved who fought at that Worlds Collide.
Yeah, JD versus fucking Tyler Bate. JD versus Dragunov. Remember that match?
Yeah, JD versus Dragunov. Also good. They also have Braun Breaker versus Tyler Bate, which actually was a good match at Worlds Collide.
Sorry.
It was all right. They have the Wesley winning the title ladder match.
Yeah, but Cesar, we want to know what your NXT match of the year was, sir.
It was definitely Halloween Havoc.
Yeah.
The triple threat match. Just because I'm gonna give you this. I always like Humongous Dome. Humongous Dome was good. We had Humongous Dome, we had Dragon Zord, and we had Jan Maker. Now y'all know if I cannot root for my man, the player from the Himalaya, Alabizi, I'm rooting for Dragon Zord. Because that boy Dragon Zord would die in the ring to put on a good match. That man took like 85 chops from Walter to the chest. Twice. He
Wait,
did it
who?
twice.
Who?
Gunther.
Oh,
And he took it from Fat Gunther and Skinny Gunther. Or Cut Gunther. And that boy tried to kill himself in that ring versus JD and Yon Maker. And I'll be goddamn it if JD didn't have me pulling for him at the end of that match. The false finishes were so good in that match.
wait, good or good?
They were good. They were good. They were so good, I was hating on the New Day in that match. That's how good they were. I was like, I don't even know why I hate the New Day right now, but fuck Kofi. I hope that nigga get pulled over by the police. Like, that's how good they were. That's how good they were. I mean, goddamn. Humongous Dome, Dragunov. Yeah, y'all make it was there. But I mean, like, goddamn, that match was so good. He right. That was the best match that them boys at the NXT brand could put on at the time. It was fire. Shit was perfect. I know I gave that shit to beer cheese. That was the best match of 2022.
Well,
Easy.
ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna throw a swerve at my old tripod co-hosts here
Swerve.
because I've
AEW.
added an extra category, but that neither of these two even knew existed. And I'll start with myself. The WWE Entertainer of the Year. I'm talking main roster.
Bitch, please. That's
There's
easy.
only one man
Yes.
who
I don't
is
know where
the
that conversation-
WWE Entertainer of the Year 2022.
Are we having this
This
conversation?
man had the most memorable match of WrestleMania against a jackass.
Yep.
And this man infiltrated the bloodline,
Why are we talking about this?
even to the point where he got his own shirt. This motherfucker had 2 shirts. He got 2 shirts because Roman didn't want him to wear this shirt. He wanted him to wear this shirt, the honorary Oos of the bloodline,
Mm-hmm.
the WWE Entertainer of the Year, ladies and gentlemen, is Sammy Uso Zayn. If y'all got a different answer, you better throw it out now, because Sammy Uso is the Entertainer of the Year from the main roster in Mangria's book.
Yeah, you can
Wait a minute. Sticks. Oh shit. Sticks might have a different answer. Oh wait, I think I know who he's gonna say. And I think Cesar has his shirt. Sticks, who is your WWE Entertainer of the Year?
I'm trying to remember. I think this man had a match against said tribal chief. And I believe his entrance mind fucked the tribal chief, because we went back in time, gentlemen, to when this man and the tribal chief was part of what possibly was the greatest faction in WWE. When you heard Sierra, Hotel, Indy, when you
Delta.
heard that, when you hit the fucking tone and that man came out through the crowd
Mm-hmm.
and even did the flip over the barrier like he did. This
Cesar.
man
Cesar.
is known as, this man
I'm good.
outside of me is
He's
known
not the
as
most entertaining.
This man has the crowd singing his song. Not only did this man entertain you and possibly mind fucks you before the match starts, this man can entertain you and put on a match in the ring. My Entertainer of the Year is Seth freaking Rollins.
Great choice, Cesar. Do you have a different vote? Do you have your own vote? Who is your WWE Entertainer of the Year.
Entertainer of the year? Yeah, there's no choice. The entertainer of the year is none other than the man who is known as Samuel Zanathan. Now, if you said the most complete wrestler of the year, then yes, Sticks is correct. As in complete. In the ring, mind fuckable, dress, entertaining, then that is Seth Daniel Raleigh.
The Drip God.
The drip god himself, Seth Daniel Raleigh, yes, is the most complete package wrestler of the year. Yeah, no matter what. The man gave us 52 weeks of drip. That's how many is in a year, bitch. Look it up. Grab a calendar. Count them shits.
Google it.
Google it, you bitch. They gave us 52 years of drip. He gave us 52 years of entertaining. He gave us 52 years of fire. He gave us 52 years of great matches. But if you just want to talk about entertainment value, entertainment, nobody can beat Samuel at pure enter. This man gave us shirts on deck. This man gave us the phrase of being Uzi. This man gave us like the gentleman with him in the ring he was interacting with could not help but to be entertained by him. They were they're getting paid millions of dollars to be stoic, hardcore, shoot you in the ass type gentleman. And they were like, God, this guy's too good. He's too good. And he took them to Waffle House in the interview. And he took them to Waffle House. Do you know how hood you got to be go Waffle?
Only an usologist can do that.
Only. This man, Samuel, is a god of entertaining. That the man he's been beating up for the last 3 weeks was tweeting about him all year. Telling us that there's no one better at this shit than him. And now we are seeing. Now Seth Daniel Raleigh is him. In the ring, he is him. But on the mic, I haven't laughed like this since the Attitude Era when we had a 6'6" jabroni walking, high eating.
Trailblazing.
Eyebrow raising.
All around. Smack it down. People's champ.
The most electrifying man in entertainment.
Man at all sports entertainment.
Talking about the SmackDown Hotel, serving people rock burgers.
The man came up with gave a word for a show that is still going today.
Yes. And if Roman Reigns would have it, the shit would be called Feeling Uzi instead of SmackDown. I swear to God, I'd probably laugh more. But I mean, it probably wouldn't work. But still, if I had to pick entertainer-wise, it would be Samuel, all around, full package. It would be Seth Daniel.
Well, Cesar, I know you're taking a drink of your beverage, but I'm actually going to throw you a swerve here, my friend. Because the streets want to know.
All right.
You have been elected to choose the thought of the year.
That's easy.
Across all promotions, not just one. All promotions.
Too easy when I thought about it. Too easy. And I only thought for 10 seconds. It's too easy.
There you go. That's 9 seconds longer than I last. Go ahead. Who is it?
I'll tell you who it is. Gentlemen. And she fine too. She fine. She all the way fine. She ain't getting used right on the show that she's on. but she is the thought of the year. Oh, she was thoughting. And I called it early. I called it and put it into the chat early a couple years ago. Y'all might not. It would take you a long time to scroll when I called it, but I called it because I seen it on a YouTube in a certain somebody's vlog. And I was like, oh, they fucking. I called it. Because see, there was a man. And he was a bit of an asshole. And we all want to punch him in the face. He's got a punchable face. And on live television, he brought his woman out. And he proposed to her in the ring.
Oh shit.
Some fat white bitch that nobody cares about.
Oh my god.
And he was engaged, man. An
Wow.
engaged man.
Wow.
And then 2022 happened.
Cold
And it was only about 2 months later.
Cold-blooded.
And not only did he get engaged to this woman,
Oh,
but he married this bitch.
cut deep.
And he been parading this bitch around on television, making out with her. She's showing her ass.
This is going a completely different direction than I thought.
But this bitch, the full thought of it. Oh, yeah, she the thought of the year. She stole an engaged man within 3 months.
And she can steal you for $10 on Instagram. If
It ain't even $10. Yeah, I might pay it. If I get drunk enough, I might pay it tonight.
I need 30 grand, so I can't do it. Sorry, folks. Sorry.
Oh, it's Tay Conte. She the thought of the year. She stole that wannabe married man. He paraded that fat white bitch Pam out there. Yeah, he loved him some Pam.
Wait, Pam? Our Pam?
No, not Miss Lady Pam.
Oh.
That fat white bitch Pam.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He paraded her ass out there on AT Dub television. He proposed. He got on one knee in the middle of the ring.
Wait, was that this year? Was that 2022? Well, last year, 2022? Like
it was
January?
It was 2021, I think he proposed to Pam.
Oh, okay.
But Tay Conti stole his ass this year.
Yeah.
And they got married. And see, it was early in Sammy's vlogs. They went somewhere, and I was like, oh, they speaking Spanish to each other on camera? I was like, he gonna fuck that bitch. He gonna fuck that. I didn't even know about Pam. I just thought Sammy was single because I ain't never seen Pam. Then he pulled that bitch out in the ring, and then he started speaking Spanish to Tay Conti. She got hired, and I was like, oh, nigga.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Yeah. She sucked that dick like a burrito from Taco Bell, nigga. Sammy had to jump across that street back to his Latin heritage. His parents are happy because he gonna have Spanish-speaking babies and shit. Yeah, not no gringo shit, not mixing with that cracker shit. But hey, she the thought of the year. Hey, she the thought of the year.
Hey, Sammy got a Brazilian, but it wasn't a wax. You know, Blokey.
You know what I'm saying, bro? You know what I'm saying, blokes?
Well, of course. Well, when me and Cesar talked earlier in the week, it was somebody different. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the easy layup. I'm gonna take the millionaire. I'm gonna take Mandy Rose for the win here in the thought of the year. But Sticks, who do you got for the thought of the year? Is it a Mandy Rose? Is it Tay Conti, or is it somebody you've had in your back pocket while we've been waxing?
I gotta go with Cora Jade. I gotta go with her. I mean, she's posted those pictures from onside on live from the NXT live over the weekend. She gives you a couple during the week of just being around the house, either by the pool, just driving, just riding shotgun with Jan Maker, which I guess if you're riding shotgun with Jan Maker, you probably would be thoughting too, because I don't know why you'd be riding shotgun with that guy. Yeah. But regardless, my thought of the year, it's the mean girl, Cora Jade.
It always
So,
had
so Mangria, I thought of one to surprise you during this whole show.
what?
Who is your IG thought of the year? Who is somebody who you didn't really notice at the beginning of the year, but when you were looking, you were like, "Dang!"
Oh, I got it, buddy. I got
You
it.
got one?
She just
Okay.
she just recently hoed down. She just recently hoed down, and she criticizes you for complimenting her. She criticizes you. She's putting that butt meat. She's putting that. Hold on. She's putting that discoloration
Nation.
on notice.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
bitch recently thought it up, and she's making you feel guilty for it. My pick is Lacey Evans is all of a sudden holding it up and
She holding it up.
judging you for noticing. So fuck you, but I'd fuck you. Lacey Evans.
Let me go to Lacey Evans' page.
Oh boy.
Oh, Sticks,
Oh boy.
Sticks. What you got, man? IG thought of the year.
She been flashing them flaps, Caesar.
IG thought of the
Flashing.
year.
Flashing.
Who is a wrestling trick who is you've been feeling on the IG getting you hot and heavy with the thought?
Well, mine, she don't post very often.
Okay.
But when she does, she makes me feel a little toxic.
Nyla Rose.
No. Mine is old Gigi Dolan.
Oh,
Whenever
Darby.
she posts, I mean, she gets that right thing of she might choke you, but as you're getting choked out and going out, you're gonna probably need to make sure she's got that plan B, and you're gonna need to have the plan B on the nightstand when you wake up. My IG thought is Gigi Dolan.
Not mad at
I
you.
can't believe Darby had that, by the way.
Oh, the crime.
Fumble
Well,
fumbled the bag.
Sticks while you're picking. I'm gonna throw you your
said
curveball,
G2.
sir. Your curveball, Sticks.
Do I not get to pick my IG thought of the year?
Well, you came up with it. What you got?
Well, of course. Well, I've got Sticks's thought of the year as my IG thought of the year. Because Cora Jade was already posting good shit when she was a face. But when she went heel and then she started fucking Yawn Maker, she might as well just drop that OF link. She might as well just drop. Just gonna get that Mandy money. Because this hoe's wearing less and posting more. She like a Drake song. She like a Drake song.
Caesar about to pay that $20 a month and then pay that $30 for extra content on old Cora Jade's OF.
I paid for Tony Storms. You know that's right.
Is she blinking her brown eye yet?
I wish.
Then I would pay for it. But Sticks, I'm about to throw you your curveball, sir. Sticksy Drip Trip, you know what? What I appreciate about you, sir, is that you come prepared. So I think you're anticipating this curveball before old Nolan Ryan throws it at you. It's your Impact Wrestler of the Year. Perhaps more than just a Wrestler of the Year. What you got, sir?
Well, Mangria, like you said, when you had told us we were going to do the tripod year-end awards, and since you have given me the honor of doing a drip pack highlight of the week, I went ahead and thought, well, maybe Mangria would want me to go ahead and give some year-end awards for drip pack. So your boy did some research and went ahead and have some choices for you. I'm going to start off with the female Wrestler of the Year for Impact, and that's a little bit harder because the knockouts in Impact, there's been a lot that have come, but one has stood out. One, she's gotten better.
Monica Miller. No.
She's also gotten a little bit in better shape. But this woman still will bench press you and probably hold you down when she wants that D. My knockout of the year for Impact is none other than the current knockout champion, Jordan Grace.
That's that bullshit. How's it not Milfy James? How's it not Milfy James?
Oh, wait, Cesar. Wait, Cesar. You'll get your chance. Hold on. I
don't even know Impact like that. I know Milfy James over there.
Let Sticks talk.
You're right. I'm sorry.
The reason I didn't go with Milfy James is because I just think Jordan Grace, from the beginning of the year to right now, to the end of the year, she not only had gotten better in the ring, but outside the ring, she went from that. We all talked about how she looked like, an overgrown baby. She still kind of does, but she lost a lot of that baby weight. Now she's like Impact. She's starting to become Impact's version, kind of almost their version of what China was.
China, yep.
Mm-hmm.
But I have two women to keep an eye out for in 2023 for Impact for the women. One is a lady that had a match with Jordan Grace, I believe, back at Bound for Glory. This woman, she a fucking crazy chick. Her name is Masha Slamovich. This woman is starting to get better in the ring herself, and I think is a woman that should keep an eye out for in 2023, along with a woman who just debuted maybe 4 or 5 months ago. She hasn't been on TV very often, but I'm hoping 2023 she's going to get a little bit more time. And that would be Killer Kelly. I think if they could put her on TV, if she can get a little bit of a run going, I like what she's doing. I like what her character is. And I think that she could be one to watch out for in 2023 also.
Okay, that's interesting.
I didn't know if open the floor up for you guys to discuss, and maybe we could talk, or if you just want me to keep shooting straight through.
Oh, well, for sure. I've seen this woman in limited form, but every time I've seen her, she's blown me away. She's actually active in APPW. I'm thoroughly impressed with Rosemary, and I know Rosemary is an Impact veteran. I would love to see Rosemary get more shine, possibly outside the company, because I know she's been in Impact for a very long time. Rosemary is my Impact female of the year. She's a part of isn't there a trios women's tag team championship?
She is part of the women's tag team champions, the Death Dolls, but they freebird it. So yes, she is a part of the Death Dolls.
I'm a massive fan of Rosemary. But Cesar, do you have a Impact woman woman of the year, or do you want Sticks to continue?
I mean, continue, but I'm always gonna vote for Milfy James.
And I understand where he's coming from. I just thought from when we began the year to the end of the year, I thought Jordan Grace.
Jordan Grace had a way better year. I'll give you that. She had a way better year riding up and doing.
Yeah, but the last rodeo,
man, is it's any match. It can happen on TNA.
It's like Ric Flair.
It can happen on Impact. It can happen on fucking pay-per-view. Does not matter. She gets that L, she gone. And the fact that it's still going on in a thing, I'm gonna ride. I'm gonna ride with. Yeah, I will give you. Other people had better rises in the company, and that's what they need. That's what they need going forward, They need people to have better rises and like especially their Impact champion, which is Jordan Grace right now. Yeah, have your good rides and have your rises, but still the most talked about thing. I got to go with the most talked about thing, and that's the woman. When you can not have the title and you're the most talked about thing, I got to go with that, and that's Milfy James.
Sticks is Mickey James versus Jordan this weekend.
It's coming up
It's
Friday
soon.
the 13th.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, I know it's soon. It's real soon.
Oh yeah.
I think this is going to be like probably the definition of Jordan Grace's career.
Yeah, I think this will be the defining moment of Jordan Grace's career. And unfortunately, your boy will not be getting that pay-per-view. So
Sticks.
It'll be on the internet.
I'm gonna drop my Impact male wrestler right now because I got to take a leak. You already know, Sticks. I believe in Joe Hendry. Love that motherfucker. I'm a massive fan. Even though he turned down my cameo, I still am a big fan of Joe Hendry. He asked me to pay his business fee. I'm not paying that shit. But Sticks, go ahead and wax poetic on your Impact wrestler of the year, male.
I'm not playing that shit.
In which you shouldn't, by the way. Joe Hendry is a good guy, but I would hate to see what the business book cost is. He ain't worth that for a cameo. My male superstar of the year, I'm wearing his t-shirt. That would be the two-time Impact champion, the man who just this week became the longest reigning. They call him the Iron Man of Impact Wrestling, but most importantly, he's known as the walking weapon. I have to go with Josh Alexander. This man won the championship against Christian Cage, brought his wife and his son in, was celebrating, and then it gets cut short because earlier in that pay-per-view, a man who we just talked about earlier, who got new theme music, won the I believe it was the Call Your Shot Gauntlet. I believe it was. I think that might have been this year. Fuck, I don't know. Everything's clashing. But ended up losing to Moose. Then he goes on, ends up reclaiming it, and has put on hell of matches, in which I have match of the year, and he is involved in both of them. My superstar of the year for the males is Josh Alexander. Now I have two guys to watch out for in 2023. One of them is Speedball Mike Bailey, who has put on bangers in Impact Wrestling, but also if you do catch indie wrestling, which I understand a lot of people don't because who the fuck has time for that? Outside of your boy here who has no life and seems to have way more time on his hand than he does to sleep on. So he puts on bangers in the indies. I have Speedball Mike Bailey and another guy who I enjoy watching, who also is pretty decent in the ring, but outside the ring, he does a lot of psychological stuff. I think 2023 is going to be a rebound year. He spent part of this year injured, but my other guy to look forward to, keep an eye out on in 2023 is the Death Machine, Sami Callihan.
You can never take Sami Callihan out of the running of like not to look up because that dude is too good. That dude is too good. Yeah, Josh Alexander is the man. I don't know how far they're gonna go with it. Like honestly, I think they should kind of like, I hate to say it. I think they should Roman that shit, man. Like let this motherfucker run the title for like, build everybody else up. Build everybody else up. Like build up Speedball, build up Sami Callihan, build up anybody you want. Build Moose dumbass back up. It doesn't matter.
I believe in Moose's dancing.
I think the guy that if there's one guy that beats Josh, I think it should be Speedball, because when Speedball was X Division champion, He was fucking killing it.
Yeah, he's
and
killing everybody. But then,
and
yeah, you got to sell that story of versus X Division versus.
well, here's the thing. When they did I think that when they did Speedball versus Josh, I believe it was on a recent episode of Impact, which is one of my matches of the year. They talked about when they signed Speedball to an Impact contract. He faced Josh Alexander in an indie promotion in Canada.
Yeah.
And when he signed his contract, he signed it on Josh Alexander's back. Like it was straight after the match. Him, Speedball, and Scott D'Amore in the ring.
Yeah.
And Josh was like, sign on my back, man. Come to Impact and let's go. And
Yeah.
I think he would be the guy that if you can continue to build and want to do it as a quick flip, it would be Speedball. But I totally agree with you. I mean, you got to at least have Josh roll with it at least till Slammiversary or Bound for Glory.
It's got to be Bound for Glory before he loses it. It's got to be Bound for Glory. I mean, but think about if you really go back and think about like TNA shit. Like, how long did it take AJ to get that heavyweight title when he was an X Division champion? For how many years? How many times before they really pulled that trigger? And I think they kind of wasted a lot of his career before they really put that championship on him. Not to say they won't do that with Speedball, but like you got to do it at Bound for Glory. It cannot happen to anybody anywhere else. You got to do it if you're going to do Speedball versus him for the title. You got to do it Bound for Glory.
Final thoughts on Sammy Callahan. That dude is Bam Margera and Sam Kinison, love child, by the way. Every time I see him, I'm like, dude, he's going to be dead in a couple years. But I digress. Sticks, any final thoughts on Impact Wrestling?
I have 2 match of the years.
Go for it.
And both of them have Josh Alexander in them. One I just talked about was on regular Impact Wrestling. Was this on a regular TV on Axis? That was him versus Speedball. If you want to find the date, I believe if I wrote it down right, it was December 8th when he called out hoping he was going to get Bully Ray, but he got Speedball, and that match went damn near an hour.
Yep.
And that match was fucking phenomenal. And the other one was it wasn't on a pay-per-view, but it was on an Impact Plus. Well, you have to have the description for that either through the app or through their YouTube channel. And my other match was Josh Alexander versus a guy who is a part of a tag team that has possibly been called one of the best tag team in Impact. I would disagree with that, but at Emergence, we had Josh Alexander versus Alex Shelley. And that match, a lot of people, you have to dig to find singles, like legit good singles Alex Shelley matches. And even if you go back in TNA, like Alex Shelley has been in TNA, but it wasn't as like a really serious person. Like he started gaining traction when him and Chris Sabin got together. But I've watched Alex Shelley and Wrestling Revolver. I've watched him on some other promotions. This guy plays a really good heel, and I hope for maybe just even a 4 or 5 month reign. I would love for Scott D'Amore to base, even if you wanted to have Chris Sabin take time off, I would love for Alex Shelley, for them to take the chains off him and say, be a singles guy. If you want to be a heel, be a dick, go. We'll give you the time. Go out there. The guy can fucking go in the ring. He went in the ring with Josh Alexander. I think he is a guy that if they took the chains off, he could be a major player in Impact. But my second match of the year was Josh Alexander versus Alex Shelley at Emergence.
Alex Shelley is one half of the Motor City Machine Guns?
Yep.
No.
Yes, he is.
Well, there's your Impact Tripod Awards. We had the Thought Tripod Awards and the WWE Entertainer of the Year Tripod Awards. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening to this. Probably gentlemen. And thank you to the 65 subscribers. We must be doing something right, gentlemen. Happy New Year to everybody. Thank you for listening. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, we're starting the New Year's off right because we're giving big ups to Stallion Pete.